Hello and welcome to another episode of my Battletech 3025 mod career. And I've got some exciting and interesting stuff to talk about today. Sarge, I'm glad you're here. Some of it will very much interest you. But the first thing you might notice is I'm on a screen where I'm being asked to select a timeline. Hold on one second. Sorry, you didn't need to hear that massive burp I just did. Right, where was I? So, yeah, basically I've got some slight tweaks and updates from Harry, as was discussed in the last episode on Saturday. And I have been testing stuff over the weekend, and I have left it all in place for the stream today. So I haven't encountered or experienced everything that he's put in yet, so there's still a chance I might encounter some horrific hard stuff that nails the crap out of me, but so far it seems pretty well balanced. Seems all right to me. But I will talk about some of the changes as we encounter them in the game, and I'll tell you about some of the extra stuff that's in. But the first and most obvious thing is this, and I can't progress until I have dealt with this. So what this is the first introduction of the ability to choose your start year. And you will see also once I've done this that the date kind of thing is now in. So you'll see what year you're in as opposed to what week you're on. So I've got three options here. So I can start 3025, which helpfully, as it points out, is where the vanilla game starts. So that's the basic start year. So that's where we actually started this game in. You can start in 3028, which is when the fourth succession war begins. Excuse me, and when the Helm memory core is discovered, and that the Helm memory core supposedly unlocks more technology for people to use and things like that. Although that aspect of things isn't incorporated yet. This is just the very beginning of it where the date thing comes in. And also the third option is the 3039 war. So you can choose to start there. So obviously we started our game in 3025. So I'm going to start in 3025. And it'll start showing up the year correctly. So when I pick 3025, it's not going to set me back to 3025, having already played a couple of years of the game. It will actually jump me to the correct year. It will, so you can apply this to a campaign that you've already got running. And if you pick 3025, but you happen to actually be in year 3030 or whatever, it will apply it and say, oh, it's now year 3030, because it will count the years you've already played. Okay, if that makes sense to everyone. Now, I did try this option number 2 at some point, just to see what happens. And you do get a nice chunk of text with it that it comes from Sana, and it's credited to Sana as well, which is really cool. But it really adds a load of kind of immersion fluff to the start year and explains where things are at and what's going on, which is really cool. Unfortunately, there isn't any text for the 3025 start at the moment. I don't know if there will be eventually or not. So there's nothing for us to see there. But I'm going to click the 3025. So when this gets applied to the mod itself, and you guys will be able to download it in the future, it's just something to note that there's definitely text for option number 2. There might well be for option number 3 as well, and maybe by that point also for option number 1. And it's just a cool little extra feature that I quite liked, because I wasn't expecting it. I was like, oh, a load of lore fluff. That's kind of nice, and had a good old read through it. But anyway, there isn't any text for 3025. That is what we're going to select though, because that is where we started in reality on this playthrough. So vanilla start year selected, no lasting consequences, no text, continue. But what you will now notice here is the little mod has been added to this collection that changes to show your year instead of your week. So as you can see, it's 3028. We've actually progressed 3 years in this campaign since we started in 3025, which is pretty cool. And I actually prefer that just in its own right anyway, because I think it's it's kind of for me, it feels a bit more immersive to know the year rather than, oh, you're on abstract number whatever a week. It's like, well, yeah, so I've played X number of weeks. That means nothing to me. However, the year, that as humans, we are used to understanding what year it is, and as Battletech fans, those of you that are really into the lore, the year will mean much more to you even. So yeah, it's cool to know it. So yeah, we're in 3028, which is where we are, and it's December the 8th. So now that's that out of the way. Now there's something else. Hold on, I'll need to do a little bit of jiggery pokery to show this. I want that off, that on. There we go. Okay, are you there, Sarge? And do you see this? Because this is something that Harry's linked to me and said I can show people that this is being worked on. And if you're Sarge, you might recognise that as a thug. Or maybe some of you other guys out there will recognise it as well. But I know Sarge has been quite obsessed with the thug being included in the game, and that is being worked on. That awesome model. So it's a reimagined version of the thug, as Harry's pointing out. But yeah, it looks pretty badass, doesn't it? Quite cool. I assume what will be here will be PPCs, and then it's got its SRMs there. But yeah, also. It's hard to spot at this size, but just where I'm pointing my mouse cursor here, it says Thug Life on the thug as well, which Harry pointed out to me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have noticed it because it's kind of small. But yeah, that there says Thug Life, which is a nice little touch. So yeah, that is coming. It's being worked on. We'll have to wait a little while for it. However, in the meantime, we do have a couple of new mechs that have been added to this version that I'm currently playing. So again, this has not been updated to the currently downloadable version for the public yet, but I assume it's coming soon. Once Harry decides he's happy with how everything is, I'm sure he'll put out another update. So there's only me that's got this at the moment, but the rest of you will have it before too long. But there are two mechs that I know of for sure that have been added that are in my version that won't be in your version. One of them is the Thug. The Thug is in there. However, it's it's an adaptation from another model. So the Thug's in there right now, and when the new reimagined one that I've just shown you the picture of becomes available, that will then replace the one that's currently here. But right now, there is a Thug in the game, and when I updated my game, the very first mission I played after applying this latest patch, I met a Thug. So I'm probably not going to see one for ages now, even though I'll be desperate to show one on stream. So I've definitely seen one. They're definitely in there, and it's pretty cool. The other awesome thing that I've seen that showed up is the longbow. So again, someone's done another kit bash using bits of other things to make the longbow, but it actually looks pretty good. So we've got what was it? It was based off a Warhammer body, and then it's got the big kind of rounded missile pods on the side. It looks pretty decent. It's definitely passable as a longbow. And that took me hours to encounter, but I did eventually, before I went to bed last night, meet a longbow. I was convinced it was going to be one, because you know how you get used to counting the number of missiles that come in off the screen when it's LRMs. You're like, yeah, that seems like 2 LRM-20s. Well, this volley of missiles came in, and I was thinking, that seems slightly more than 2 LRM-20s. That's a little bit more. One might even say 10 more missiles than 2 LRM-20s. And yeah, it turned out to actually be a longbow. It was when it came on screen. And yeah, so that was pretty exciting. So they're in now, just in my version at the moment, but I assume they're coming to a patch sometime soon for the rest of you to have them. But in the meantime, you can see them here, maybe, if we're lucky, if we encounter them. Who knows? Mention the thing that rhymes with Berlin. Oh, what? No, I haven't mentioned that. That's another mech. Yes, there's a Merlin as well. I've forgotten about that one because it's not as exciting as the other two to me. But yes, there's a Merlin in. I assume that's what you're talking about, Harry. But I haven't encountered one of those, I don't think. So yeah, that'll be new to me when we finally do meet one. We got a bit smashed up last session, so I need to advance a bit of time. So I've got some stuff fixed up that we can use. So I'm just going to do that. But yeah, well, we're still on the never-ending, it seems, quest to find 2 more pieces of Night Star. I'm getting pretty disillusioned with my chances of actually finding another Night Star at the moment. But let's have a look where we are, and I'll make a decision on if I'll continue that search or if I'll plod off somewhere else. Oh yeah, we've been jumping between Brinton and Taurus. Yeah, I mean, they're our best chances of finding Night Stars. They're both high-level places with contracts against the Federated Suns. But yeah, we'll see what we got. Where's my rep now? Am I upsetting the Federated Suns? I am by now. Not too much though. Should do some missions for them here and there so they don't get too mad with me. But yeah. So yeah, Harry's saying he's excited for the Merlin. They're badass for 60 tons. Yeah, reasonable amount of firepower in it, isn't it? I still think the scariest 60 tonner for me at the moment is the Rifleman. Just because. Just RNG basically has meant that the riflemen that I encounter seem to be good at hitting my mechs in the cockpit, which keeps destroying components. I was talking to Harry about that. So you've seen it happen on stream a few times in recent streams where I've lost cockpit components to riflemen shooting me in the head. It's been happening off stream as well, like just the luck of the draw really. The riflemen just seem to have some uncanny jammy ability to smash me in the cockpit, and of course they have respectable firepower. 2 AC5s and 2 large lasers on the Rifleman 3N. Pretty scary. Oh, Harry! I told you, didn't I? Tell you. Harry's just saying I lost 2 pilots today, Doyle, and the first one was from that damn AC10 hunchback. I was talking to him last night because I was saying. You know, you're going to lose pilots, man. This is quite tough in the early stages when you've just got the crappy starting mechs, and if you meet some of the tough mediums in, say, assassination missions or whatever, you're going to have a hard time. And he he was full of confidence as usual, like, yeah, now I'll be fine. And I was saying the AC10 armed hunchback, which I think is it the 4H or something? I forget. It's the 4 something. That one, when I've encountered that in some of my games, it is pretty damn nasty. Just meeting an AC-10 when you've got stuff like 20 and 30 ton mechs knocking around is pretty brutal. And on my offline playthrough, on my offline career, so obviously you know on stream I've only ever lost Nexus, but on my non-stream career I've lost 6 pilots, and most of those were early on to things like that hunchback. So it seems Harry's encountered one and had a tough time with it. They are pretty rough when you meet those, aren't they? Harry says, thinking about giving the starting lance an extra mech to make things a little smoother without skipping you in power. Not sure what you think. I think, you know, if you're how to phrase this politically correctly. There aren't any politically correct words to describe this. Oh, there is. If you're a massive wimp, there we go. Oh my god, I had to search my brain data logs for a word that's not going to offend anyone here. But yeah, if you're a massive wimp, then sure, yeah, why not add another mech in, make it easier. No, I don't know, because I've only played 2 careers. One of them I had a bit of a rough start, and the stream one, it's gone pretty well at the start. So it's hard for me to say whether that's needed or not. I guess it'd be interesting to hear feedback. Ryland says, as a wimp, I'm offended. It'd be interesting to hear feedback from chat, from other people that are playing the mod, and let us know whether you think the start is a bit too hard or not, whether another mech that's, you know, low level as well, obviously, but another mech would make life a little bit easier for you, or whether you think it's fine as it is. I personally think it's fine as it is because I think it's good for the challenge, but then again, you know, I might be a masochist, but then again, I generally class Harry as way more of a masochist than I am, and he's the one suggesting it, so that does give me a little bit of cause for concern, but yeah. Let us know what you think. Are the starting mechs fine, or would you like one more mech of equivalent level added to that just to make the whole getting smashed up and repairs a little bit easier on you? Yeah, the 4H, that's the one, Samurai. Yeah, because even getting hit by an AC-10 when you've got 20 and 30 ton mechs is brutal. It's really, really painful. Let alone the 4G. Obviously, we all know how scary the 4G is, don't we? Samurai says, well, if you're a huge wimp, you can always just mod the file for starting mechs to whatever you want. You can. You might risk ruining your mod, though. I don't know. You have to know what you're doing, but yeah, I'm sure it's possible. Ryland said, I thought the start was fine, but I got a good mech roll from what I recall. Yeah, fair play. Harry says, well, I'm worried for people who choose mech destruction primarily. Yeah, if people choose that, they're a little bit psycho anyway, and they can always, start a new one and not choose that if they find it too hard, can't they? I think most people will probably play it on fairly standard settings. They might up the number of components required for a mech sometimes, or slow down the progress of pilots. But I think most people probably don't make your mech automatically lost when it gets blown up, but we'll see. Yeah, I think it is something like that, Harry. An AC-10, 4 mediums and a small, something like that. But the scary part of it is the AC-10. Every time that connects, it really, really hurts. Sarge says, in canon, you can have a 5th mech. Some merc groups do use them. It's then called a reinforced lance. I use that in my tabletop games. Or if your clan, isn't it called a star? 5 mechs. It's all scary in a wasp, says Harry. Yeah. when all you guys 20-ton mechs. And Harry rolled a cicada as well as his medium, which made me laugh. That's a rough start for your medium. The Vulcan 2T is definitely better than a cicada. Okay, so we've got a mission here, which is against the Federated Suns. That's appropriate. And it's a destroy base. Fingers crossed. Yet again, let's hope for a Night Star. Who do I want to put in for this? We're in Tundra. Okay, I think Sarge will do the job. So we've got Sarge, Ryland, Catch, and Gromulus. And everybody's all fixed up. Nice. Okay. Let's go. Finally get a mission on. Yeah, you got a Cicada, a Wasp, a Commando, an Irby, and a Jenna. But the Commando's not actually bad at the start. And the Irby isn't too bad either. It's just slow. At least it's got good firepower. And the Jenna's not that bad either. I think there are worse things you can get there. I mean, it's not the best 35-ton light, is it? But it could have been worse. But the Cicada and the Wasp, obviously, they're pretty rubbish. But he didn't get any locusts. He could have ended up with more than one locust. So it's not a bad roll. I'd say it's about an average roll. Some good, some bad, isn't it? Yeah, Harry says Irby never sees anything other than the tail of his allies. That's the same. Those of you that have watched me on my Flashpoint playthrough, you'll know when I was using the Irby. It's always lagging at the back, isn't it? Maybe gets in 1 or 2 shots, but when it hits something, it hits hard at that level. It is good. So yeah, some exciting stuff today, and yeah, I mean, as well as obviously wanting to meet a Night Star, we've got some other cool stuff we could see at this end of the game that we've not seen before.
Now I want ice cream.
Oh, it's this map. Oh, the one with the awkward buildings to take out. How do I want to do this? Let's just charge straight up the road and hope for the best.
On my way.
I don't know. I disagree. I'd rather have an Irby than a 20-tonner in that slot, to be honest, Harry. Irby's got more armor and a massive gun. Like I say, even though it's slow, a massive gun at that level is actually kind of useful.
On my way. We've got an unknown on sensors.
Gives you something that can put a real hole in a medium mech as well, doesn't it?
Moving out. Confirmed.
Harry says his AC-10 got blown off and he's not found a replacement yet. Oh man. Oh look, there's a 95-tonner. That's potential. That's potential. Okay, and we've got Highlander 733P, Victor 98. That probably needs to be a priority with its AC-20. How are we going to do this?
Receiving you.
Don't really want Grom at the front.
Get it on.
Let's move Sarge up.
Position confirmed.
Yeah, how long were you having to kite around for to kill that hunchback? Because the ones where I've encountered him at that level, it's quite a long mission of running around, just trying to pick it off bit by bit. Halcyon says, I met an AC-20 Irby who showed up just to mock my AC-10. Yeah. Oh man, that's nasty, isn't it? Oh, it's a goddamn Banshee. Never meeting another Night Star, are we?
Standing by.
Well, shit.
Aye, aye. Aye, aye.
And a quick draw? Okay.
I'm under heavy fire. Ready for orders.
Just gonna keep focusing on this Victor since we've started on him, and I don't really want to get smashed by AC-20. Hey Gromulus, how you doing? You've just missed all the exciting news.
I think I hit something good.
There's new stuff and things. Yeah, that was a crazy video, man. That they've knocked it out of the park on that one.
Waiting for orders.
I don't know how they got through it without throwing up, though. That's my question.
Confirmed. Roger.
Oh, you got a fire starter in your start, Samurai. Nice. Fire starter's awesome, isn't it? The wasp and locust are buried on some abandoned planet somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, the stock Vulcan's terrible. That's right, Harry. But yeah, you can rebuild it into something fairly respectable. Slap some medium lasers and machine guns in it, and it's pretty decent at the level of killing light mechs, which is the only time you're going to be having to use it.
I can't take much more of this.
And it'll have more armor than anything else if you max its armor out. Yeah, check that video out. That's a pretty awesome music video. This is things are already getting a little bit on top of me. I have to pay attention. This quick draw's charging in like a mad thing. Barge is getting a little bit beaten up, but still, we should be able to kill this. Oh yeah, we can definitely kill that. I don't need to fire everything for that at all. Oh yes, this is a good opportunity to point things out. So another little tweak that's in my version currently. The cold shot skill has been reduced in effectiveness, so no more 18% headshots and 82% CT shots. So this is on a target that's lying on the floor at the moment, so this is different. So it's still 87 to hit the CT is pretty high, but it's only 13% on the head now. Previous value was 16 in vanilla. So hitting the head is a little bit harder if they're lying on the floor. It's also a little bit harder if they're standing up as well. It's only 15% as opposed to 18. And hitting the CT, instead of being 82, is now 78 or 76. I'll tell you when we get there. But yeah, it's worth noting. It's a balance change because I think me and Harry both agree that the cool shot mastery ability is super good. I mean, if you watch how I build my pilots, like I go for cool shot master, I get my 3 skills and then I go all out for cool shot mastery every time, and that should be a little bit of a giveaway of just how good it is. So Harry slightly reduced the effectiveness of that skill. I'm not sure if that'll go into the mod in the end, as like this is definitely part of it or not, but it's part of what I'm using right now. And testing it, and so far I think it's working out fine. Obviously it makes things a little bit harder to use your precision strikes on, but not so hard that it becomes stupid, you know. It's just a little bit more balanced.
What's up, boss?
Right, what are we going to shoot now? Kind of need to deal with the quick draw, I guess, because he's about to start getting in my rear arcs and stuff. We can't have that. Yeah, don't worry about the music, Samurai. Just watch the video. Like, you can mute it and watch it, but that, like, the choreography, the way they've done that video is pretty damn impressive. To get all of that done on one of those like 0G plane flights, pretty nuts.
Receiving you.
So I'll show you now. I'm not going to do a precision strike, but I'll just show you the difference. So as you can see, it's 15 on the head instead of 18, 78 on the CT instead of 82. Legs are a little bit lower, 61 instead of 66, I think they were previously. Arms 66, side torso 75. So the values, they're not reduced by loads, but just by a little bit. So it's a little bit less likely to you know, result in easy focused kills, which makes things a little bit more challenging, but like I said, not so much that it becomes ridiculous. Yeah, Well, Infernal's saying, I generally disagree with the cooled shot to the head meta. It feels cheap. Yeah, well, this makes pulling that off a little bit harder with what I've got at the moment.
Firing all weapons.
And that does mean salvaging, you know, getting lots of salvage out of the mechs that you want will be more difficult as well. Although it's not impossible. You can still get headshots. But, you know, there's other ways of stripping mechs down and still getting reasonable salvage. Like, you know, take both the legs off, for example. Rylan says, I assume this also affects the call shot percentages that the opponent has to deal with. I don't think the AI does call shots, does it? Oh, it's only when you're lying on the floor. Yeah, when you've fallen or shut down, Harry's saying. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question, actually. I've never asked that. I don't know. I guess Harry will give us the answer in a moment. Yes, it does, he says. So it affects the AI as well, so... Sounds fair enough, doesn't it?
Reporting. Minimal damage. Standing by. Roger. Receiving you. Commander. Roger.
And they're tough, these Highlanders. I wouldn't mind picking up a 733P, to be honest. Seems unlikely that I'll manage it, but I can cram a lot of missiles in one of those.
All weapons are go. Critical hit, Commander.
Harry says, I know another mech that can cram a lot of missiles. Yeah, it's 5 tons lighter though.
I'm hit.
Ah, crap. We've got a headshot.
Let's go.
On Sarge. How's he looking? Ooh, he's looking a little bit worse for wear, especially on that left side. Let's reserve him.
Holding for the right opportunity.
Happy Monday. Hey, Catch. I suppose it's my equivalent, isn't it? No, structure exposed. Ah. Don't want to lose stuff. Yeah, I'm feeling better at the moment. Thanks, Catch.
Orders.
Shitballs. Kind of tempting to go for that leg. I'm going to do it.
Taking the shot.
I'll wait till you see how many missile slots the longbow that I've encountered has. Hopefully we'll see one in the stream at some point, but maybe not today. They don't come up that often. But yeah, they've got a lot of missile slots, as you might expect for a longbow.
Barely a hit, Commander.
Right, so we've knocked this guy on his butt. Might just try and take both legs off on it. Let's see if we can achieve that with some laser scalpeling. Only 56% to hit the leg. It's not great, is it?
Affirmative.
Alto says, "Grats, by the way, Harry. Your mod has given me the first yell of nope and hit the withdraw button in any of my campaigns." Well, you know Frost, Alto. Frost sent me a message saying he rage quit it a couple of weeks back. He got in a mission against the enemy had an Irby and just picked off all of his mechs one by one. He said it had like an AC-10 and it seemed to never miss. So it was he rage quit at that point. So you're not the only one. I've had to withdraw from some missions as well. There's just some missions where you gotta bug out.
Confirmed. Firing.
Sarge says, with as hard-headed as I am, whichever mech I'm in should get at least one more point of armor on it.
Yes, Commander.
Thick skull.
Target's taken a critical hit. Let's hit him hard.
Okay. So, we have a Banshee that's on its back. What's my best chance of burning him down? I think maybe Catch. I think he's got the biggest amount of damage. So 87% on the CT is that's the best that you get now with the changes. So we'll make the most of that. Hopefully kill him. Yep, there we go. So still got to do base turrets, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be reinforcements. This was a 4.5 skull, so you'd expect reinforcements. Sarge, you need to fight from the back now. Oh, come on, ref. 4 hit points. Is that actually line of sight? Yeah, looks like one to me.
I copy.
Romulus can finish this job.
Hostile removed. Waiting for orders.
Sarge, yeah, probably just sit here. Let the others go past him. I want him nice and safely at the back now. I don't really want to lose that arm, not because there's anything valuable in it. I don't think there's anything at all in it. It's just, I'd rather not be spending more time repairing.
I'm here. Roger. Good to go. Affirmative. Standing by.
What's that? It's just turrets, isn't it?
Coordinates received. Commander? Orders? I'm here. Understood. Moving fast. Commander? Roger. Double time. Receiving you. Coordinates received.
Right. I guess we'll try for nailing this turret with Rylan.
Let's see how you like this.
And the reinforcements, which I'm pretty sure there will be reinforcements, they'll be coming from over here. Oh, in fact, it's already announced that there's reinforcements. So, yeah, now we 100% know that there are. They're over there, so I want to try and nail these base turrets quickly and then get in these trees, or most likely these trees at this stage, to try to face up against those reinforcements. Sarge is going to come right around the back here, keep himself as safe as possible, but he's still doing a useful job because we need someone to finish off these turrets.
Turret destroyed. Standing by. Confirmed.
Yeah, I'm going to keep focusing on the turrets at the moment because I really don't want to have to worry about, once the enemy mechs have line of sight to me, about extra turret damage. I still don't know what that one is. I don't know if anyone else has been paying attention enough to know if that's a sniper or an LRM turret or what. But I just want to get these dealt with.
Orders? Aye, aye.
Because, I mean, if I'm fighting in these trees, these turrets could be hitting me in the same flank over and over, which will wear you down. If I end up wanting to use these, I could be at risk of getting shot in the back. So they're worth taking out. I mean, I can't shoot at the enemy reinforcements yet anyhow, so it's not like I'm having to make a choice particularly. But I am choosing to kill these over positioning myself right now. To face the enemy, because I could have been running for these trees, but I've got a little bit of time. They're roughly there now. They will be showing up and on top of me fairly soon. What's this? Heavy laser turret. Okay.
Copy.
But my most damaged mech is Sarge's Highlander, and he's already comfortably out of the way at the back for now. Right, where am I going to place you, Sarge? I want to try to get you to some cover. Not really anywhere good, is there? Okay, perhaps we'll just use distance as your safety then, for the time being. So if I use other people to spot, he's got what, a range of, is it 540 on these weapons? He can reach pretty damn far if I need him to. Okay, first things first, finish that damn turret. How many hit points has it got? No, that's not the turret. That is 37. Well, that's not much.
Good to go. Got it. Target confirmed.
I was thinking of switching weapons off, but then I realised it doesn't cost me any heat in this environment, so I may as well fire all four.
That turret is gone.
Saves faffing about, doesn't it?
Orders?
Now what? I suppose we've got buildings to kill. I can do that while moving roughly towards those trees, I reckon. Is there a way I can go around facility to flank, says Sarge? There is. It's just a really, really, really long time it will take in something with the movement speed of a Highlander. Like even with this road, I've tried it in the past, coming all the way around, and by the time you actually get around, most of the stuff is dead. So, what I've found that I've used more successfully is sitting around this area and just using, or up here-ish, not on the thermal, but you know, around here, and using the fact that the enemy can't see far enough to spot a long-range guy back here, and then you can sit out of cover. But yeah, I reckon you'll be out of the fight too long if you go all the way around that way, unfortunately.
Roger.
No worries. I'm happy to entertain thoughts and ideas, Sarge. Not a problem, mate.
Commander?
Right. Let's get the first of my guys into some kind of cover. And that will be Rylan. I'm going to have to try to drop some heat at some stage as well, but it's kind of want to kill these buildings. 5 hit points left on that damn building. Ugh. Alright, let's use that as an excuse to lose a bunch of heat.
Flatten that one.
So, still got to kill 2 more buildings, but we might have to leave them until the end. Here we go. Yeah, first mech comes into view. It's a 60-tonner.
Ready for orders.
Sarge is going to continue sitting back here for now. I think I can move as far as here and still be alright. So just be on the safe side. We're going to angle right side towards the enemy. Just in case of something awful like sensor lock and a rain of missiles. Second 60-ton mech shows up. Alright, I don't think that reinforcement lance is going to be anything to fear, is it? Damn, and I was hoping, yet again, for a Night Star in the lance. I doubt there'll be one now I've seen those two. Rylan taking cover in the trees in the nick of time there, really.
Ready for orders. On my way.
So let's start moving everyone else towards the cover as well. And should I go precision strike or should I just use vigilance? I think I'll just use vigilance actually. Give him a bit of protection and we'll just knock these guys down.
All weapon systems.
Oh, look at all that stability damage from the nice ER. And most of the stuff hit him in the CT anyway, which is where I would have aimed with a precision strike.
Yes,
Right,
Commander.
let's get Rylan on the case. I'm moving forwards a little bit, just make a little room in the cover there for the next guy to arrive. And we're going to rain some death onto this Ostrock here. He's not unstable yet, but we might actually just hit him in the CT enough to kill him. Not quite.
Solid connection on that one.
Well, in theory, Sarge should be able to get an angle to knock him down now because he is unstable. 22 hit points. Sarge might even kill him. So as you can see, Sarge has got plenty of range from back here. I'm in fact going to back him up a little bit as well.
I copy.
Because I'm pretty sure he'll have a good enough chance to hit with 3 weapons. There we go. Well, sorry, 2 weapons. I guess I'm just out of range for the AC-10. But the PPCs are very long range, so they're fine. 2 PPCs should be enough stability damage to topple this guy. A small gust of wind will be enough to topple him, to be honest. So Sarge really only needs to hit with 1 PPC. He hits with 2 though, and he's down. So the finish should be able to come in from catch here. Oh, Alto finally got around to answering Harry's question about what actually made him nope out of there. So he says, an awesome and 3 Stalker 3Hs. 3 of those. Are you sure it was 3? But Jesus, that's scary. Managed to headshot the awesome, but got Lermageddon. Yeah, I imagine you did with that many. That's a lot of LRMs. And then there was a Victor, an Atlas, a Banshee, and some other assault that you didn't even see. And all I had was a Warhammer, 2 Stalker 4Ps, and an Archer. Ah, that's not a bad heavy length, actually. A Warhammer, 2 Stalker 4Ps, and an Archer. But yeah, up against... It's the LRMs, isn't it, man? Like, when you're just getting hit over and over by loads of LRMs, it's just brutal. Sometimes you've just got to leave.
Losing armor. Standing by.
Alright. Can't quite reach the cover of the trees yet. Never mind.
Position confirmed.
You got a Stalker 3H out of it in the end. That's cool. They're decent. Oh, Gromulus! Oh, we'll take that.
Tango down.
Just Gauss rifle headshot out of the blue, dead mech. But we're going to have to work at that, but no. Gromulus with the wonder shot.
Orders.
Okay, let's get a sensor lock in with Catch this time. This guy, because you're at the front. What are you? Stalker 4P. Okay. Scary firepower.
Commander.
Let's back riling up a little.
On the move.
Getting a little bit worn down on that right torso.
Got it.
He's all braced and everything, but we're still doing a sickening amount of stability damage to him all the same.
Yes,
Right,
Commander.
Sarge, we can wander forwards a little bit at this point, I think. There, I reckon. Let's go there.
Locking in coordinates.
And brace.
I'm here.
Right, let's get Gromulus to the front for now. He's looking fairly well protected, at least more so than Rylan is.
I copy.
Well, you know that'll be my one and only lucky headshot of the day, though. And it's come where we're pretty much on top of things. I probably could use it later on when we're against some really nasty stuff. But no, we've had it now. It's 2 Stalker 4Ps, okay.
Waiting for orders.
Kind of intimidating, isn't it? Right side, I need to protect. Probably going to have to flush some coolant, I think. No, we can get away with one more round of 4 LRM-15s. So that's what we'll do. He's unsteady already. Alright, so we just need Sarge to knock him down. What about that? Actually, I think we'll risk being a little bit closer, just so I can get that AC-10 in as well. No, maybe from where he is. No. Forwards 1 then? No. Fine, how close have I got to go? There? Surely there's close enough. There it is, yeah. Cool, so we've got the AC-10 in range as well. That's all I was messing about for. So we're going to fire everything with Sarge. We don't need to, we only need like one thing to hit and he'll fall over, but we may as well get the extra damage in. Give Sarge a vigilance, just in case.
Acknowledged.
Down he goes.
Standing by.
Harry's saying you can flush early to make the cooldown come back faster. Yeah, but after you flush, everything that you do for the next 2 turns, you're generating slightly more heat for 2 turns. Also, I'm pretty sure this will be finished before the second one came around anyway. Like, maybe not if I can't get all of Catcher's mediums in range. Thought I'd be finishing this guy. Oh, I did finish him anyhow. That was enough.
Tango down.
It is a set amount of heat each turn. I think it's like 8 extra heat for 2 turns you take. Something like that.
Reporting heavy damage.
Yeah, Catch is saying the same, 8 per turn.
Receiving you.
Right, let's go.
Firing full complement on the enemy. Receiving you. Giving him everything I've got. Commander?
Yeah, I think it's worth it. It certainly gives me an extra alpha in times where I've sorely needed it. I'm a big fan of it. But as you can see, like, this mission is over long before it even matters.
You've got. Mech destroyed.
As in, you know, I've used the coolant flush, got the extra volley in, mech is now dead, we've just got buildings to mop up. So I don't need to worry about when the second use of it's going to come in. So, we've got, what is it, just 2 buildings to destroy, I believe.
Yes, Commander. Taking the shot. Target destroyed. Receiving you. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
It's time to bug out. Get to the LZ for extraction.
Nice and easy, but still no Night Star. Disappointing. I reckon I'm going to take Highlander 733P parts. Oh, it's only 3 missile slots. For some reason I had it in my head that that can fit 4. But yeah, no, it's 320s will fit in it though, won't it? Pretty sure of that. Oh, that's good, but I want the mech parts. Definitely want the mech parts. So, yeah, we're going to take that. Did we get the gyro? Nah, we didn't get the gyro. Oh, we completed an OS-sol as well by accident. So we'll need one more Highlander 733P part, and then we've got another Highlander. We might get a full Highlander Lance. What have we got? Have we got a 733C, a 733? If we get that 733P, that's 3 different Highlander variants. It'd be nice if we could complete a 732B as well, the Lost Tech one. We'll have a full lance of Highlanders.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
And somebody's ready to level up. That's good. I must remember to repair the arm of that Highlander though.
How might I help?
Alto is ready for his first skill. Well, I think the first thing I'll take is Bulwark. So he's safer to take on missions, but soon enough I will get Sensor Lock for him.
Training complete.
In fact, I could get it right now. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so he's now a very useful backup, because there are plenty of times where Catch and Buzzkill can both be injured, and I could do with another Sensor Lock pilot.
Ready for orders.
Buzzkill's injured right now, in fact.
Waiting
Right,
for orders.
where's Ryland? Oh, Ryland is one more point off being my first 10-10-10-10.
For your training complete.
So close. But I think Catch was closer, wasn't he? See if Catch made it. Oh, not yet. Not yet.
Commander?
Oh, it's close. Ryland's actually overtaken him.
Yes, Commander.
Ryland is currently in the lead. Right, how's Doyle getting on? Yeah, Doyle's behind both of those two.
Training complete.
Romulus still got a way to catch up. He was out for a very long injury at one point. Halcyon. What are we going to buy for Halcyon? Oh, I'm going to save up for coolant vent, so we'll keep saving with him.
Commander.
Donnie,
Commander.
Minabu, Shell,
Awaiting orders.
and Sarge.
Ready for orders.
Have we got a level up for Sarge? We have. We've got another point in guts for Sarge. Nice. Reduces recoil penalty a bit. Sorry, I'm hearing strange noises. There's a cat up to something.
Training confirmed, Commander.
I think crawling in a box, maybe? I'm not sure. That was a weird sound that I didn't recognise. Right, so we've got some repairs to do. Ryland says I'll die on my first mission after getting 10-10-10-10. Oh man, don't jinx yourself. Yeah, no, I'm sure you'll be fine. I'll be extra careful with my first 10-10-10-10 pilot. Right, we're not going to keep the OS-sol. Does look kind of cool though. Quite like how it looks, but yeah, 6 energy, 2 support. Not a bad mech for 70 tons. You could do some, oh sorry, 60 tons rather. You could do some fun stuff with the lasers on that, but yeah, we're going to store it because there's no real need for one at this stage. Right, let's just wind on. No, there's no need actually. There are no more contracts here, are there? So I'm going to travel. Yeah, let's travel. No need to wind on. You having fun there, Willow? Sorry, she's scrabbling about in a box. Hopefully she'll be able to get out of it again. She's a cat, she'll be fine, I'm sure. Yeah, let's go to Taurus. 28 days. It's a bit of a long old travel between these two places, but they're my best chances of finding the missions that we need to get the Night Star. At this stage, though, I think I'm more likely to get a full Highlander Lance than find a Night Star. Sarge with the cat emote. Tournament madness. Rylan wants some advice. Alto hasn't been pulling his weight. Oh dear, Alto. So, hold extra practice or just advise him to replace Alto. I think that's the best thing, isn't it? Just bench him, Rylan. Bench him. Rylan got high spirits. Alto got low spirits. This is fine because Alto, we're still developing him in the training sims at the moment. He's still earning XP from the simulators, so I'm not too worried about taking him out on missions. But that high spirits for Rylan will come in quite handy, I'm sure.
Looks like we've arrived, Commander.
Let's check the store, see if there's anything cool there. Comm system. Oh, it's only a +2. Then again, I might actually just buy that, even though it is a +2, because we seem to lose a lot of comm systems. Yeah, I'll pick that up.
New equipment available.
What have we got at the moment? Yeah, so that's only a +1. That's a +3. That's a rangefinder, and that's a +4. So I might swap the rangefinder. Yes, although the rangefinder's nice, I prefer more resolve to use for either vigilance or precision strikes.
Right.
Both are good. Right, that's only going to take a day. I know we're going to hit another financial report at the same time, but we'll take it.
I wrapped up that
I've
job.
got the financial report.
Right, let's see what contracts we got. So what we're looking for is high-level missions against the Federated Suns still. Still looking for the remaining 2 pieces of Night Star. Right, what's that? Nope. What's that? That's against them. Although I'm not sure Force Skull's high enough. Don't know. We'll try it anyway. What have we got? Doyle's back. Well. This is a cold environment though. I'm thinking it's time for Team Frosty Reception to come out. Get Buzzkill in there. Alto's on low spirits, so we're not taking him out anyway. Minobu and Johnny. Ah, no, hold on. Rylan's in high spirits. I've got to take Rylan, haven't I? Well, that means he's definitely going to end up being the first 10-10-10-10. But I can't leave him out when he's in high spirits. He's just too happy. Can't kill that buzz. Right, so I guess that's what we'll go with then. Ryland says, "Booyah! Good mood, winning the day." Sarge says, "Might find king crab." You're ever optimistic on that king crab, aren't you, Sarge? I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right. But honestly, you don't see that many of them. They're kind of rare in this mod as well. I think on my non-stream career, I have one king crab, and I've played more than twice the amount of time as I have on this one. So either I need to get lucky, or I've been unlucky on that one. I don't know. However you want to view it, I don't see king crabs that often, because there's a bunch of other assault mechs that could appear in its place as well. It just makes them a little bit less common than we're used to. But I would love to have one. I'm a big fan of the king crab. It's really a coin flip whether we're going to get a king crab or a night star first, isn't it? I reckon we're going to end up with a full Lancer Highlanders before we start hitting them.
Command interface initiated.
Okay.
Okay, everybody. Stay frosty.
Ah, how appropriate. Says, "Okay, everybody, stay frosty."
On my way.
Team Frosty reception, appropriate dialogue there.
Copy that.
I reckon he must have, Sarge. So it seems like a straightforward just smash stuff mission.
Acknowledged. Reporting enemy contact. Acknowledged. Confirmed.
Wow, would you look at that, Sarge? It's a 100-ton mech. King Crab or Atlas?
Receiving you.
That is the question. Can we get a scan on it from here? We can. Let's do that.
Coordinates received.
Do a sensor lock. Place bets now. It's a king crab. It's a king crab, Sarge. It's a king crab. We're gonna get one, maybe. Although, as I've pointed out, headshots are more difficult now, so we might have a tough job getting 2 pieces of salvage out of it.
Ready for orders.
Okay, so
What's up, boss?
let's work some magic with Ryland and his mighty missiles. 60% damage reduction. Still, we're busting on through and causing good stability damage.
Yes, boss.
Harry says, gonna see a Night Star and an Annihilator on this mission. No, we're not. Don't be ridiculous. We're not that lucky.
Roger that.
Even if we did, I'd probably take the Night Star pieces just because it's something we've not seen before. Even though the King Crab's are heavier and technically better mech. Right, let's go for the first of our what will most likely be many attempts at the headshot. 15% chance, as I've pointed out before. It's now less than it was before, thanks to the tweak on the cool shot mastery. But we'll try for it, and we didn't get it. Yeah, this guy really playing safe, isn't he? Okay, I see an 80-ton vehicle. Yeah, that would be great, Sarge. That would be fantastic.
Good to go.
Unlikely, but yeah. Okay, let's move.
Position confirmed.
Let's kill into range. We're going to go for the headshot with many, many lasers. This is our best chance of getting headshots. Anyway, oh, excuse me. Anyway, so let's do it. Come on, just one, damn it. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Ah. Oh.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile.
Oh joy, reinforcements already. This was a 4-skull mission, just saying. But this is gonna be tough. I can feel it. 70-tonner. Okay, that seems like a Warhammer then.
Systems holding.
Oh god. Can you just not? Devastator.
Taking heavy hits, Commander.
Right, we're gonna have to turn our attention to that in the meantime.
Yes, Commander.
Can't really afford to be shooting at the King Crab while there's a much easier kill on the table that also has 2 AC-20s, can we? So let's get that dealt with. Worried about that unsteadiness. Nothing I can do about it at the moment, though.
Got something you want done? Standing by.
I'll just try and finish it with missiles, I guess.
Moving out. Giving him
Do
everything
it.
I've got.
Come on, Rylan, you've got this. Good stuff. Right.
Reporting. Vehicle destroyed.
That dealt with. I've got a feeling they had an archer back there as well. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh, don't fall over. Don't fall over.
I can't take much more of this.
Don't fall over. He didn't fall over yet. I think we got away with it.
Get it on.
Right. No resolve to play with. I guess we'll just shoot into the side of him.
I copy.
Come on, blow a leg off. At least put some work in on a leg. Oh man, they have so much armor. Alright, Buzzkill. Things looking kind of bad for Buzzkill. Which side is that? It's my left arm. Okay. Turn this way. And we're going to brace. Right. Kind of want to go for another headshot attempt with Sarge. Oh no, Sarge is not the right way to go because he's not got a
Receiving you.
front angle shot. Minobu perhaps. He's got cool shot mastery as well. Yeah, let's go for it.
Firing all weapons.
Not with shooting like that. We're not getting this headshot, are we? It's just not happening. Right, Minobu, I'm going to wander him in front of Buzzkill with the Ace Pilot skill
Moving to position.
to try to cover Buzzkill from a little bit of damage if I can. Seem to do the trick. Yeah, that feels like an archer, maybe. I don't know. It could be one of the 65 tonners. Potentially that's 215s rather than 220s.
Receiving you.
Either way, it's nasty, and it's going to keep pounding us as long as they can see us. Right, Rylan, time for you to do some pounding. Hold on, am I definitely hitting him in the side arc? No, I'm not. I'm hitting him in the front. I want to hit him in the side arc right now, though, because I don't want to just CT wreck this guy. Because that would just be typical of my luck, wouldn't it? We finally find a king crab. We want to get 2 pieces out of it, and what are we going to get? 1 piece. Certainly looking that way at the moment. But if I shoot it in the side, at least I've got a chance of causing pilot injuries or maybe taking a leg off, and I might be able to take 2 legs off. Remember, we will still get 2 pieces if we just kill it through legging.
Reporting major armor loss. Commander.
Can't get inside arc. Damn. Well, we'll just chance it. Got to keep the damage up.
Firing full complement.
No lucky headshots. See, this is where we needed that jammy headshot Gromulus got in the previous mission, isn't it? This is where we needed it. Still, it'll take us 2 headshots because that guy is constantly in cover and mitigating damage. Okay, the Warhammer comes into view. I'm just going to keep ignoring you for now.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander.
Although we're starting to get to that point where I can't really afford to mess around too much longer in taking this king crab down.
Orders.
Right, I'm going to reserve Buzzkill because I want to save him for lasering afterwards, you know, if and when we manage to knock down the king crab. Can't get side angle. Ah. Okay, we'll just have to go nuts then. Oh, hold on, maybe. No, it's never going to happen. There's no point me going for the headshot with missiles. That won't happen. I can knock him down with these missiles though. So we'll do that, and then we'll start scalping it off locations, hopefully. Right, we've got the left torso off. And he's going to fall over. So that's 2 pilot injuries. Now, what state's his leg in? Oh, he's getting up immediately. Damn it. Okay, well, he's got a leg that's open, but his CT is also wide open. But if we can focus that leg off, then that will be a 3rd pilot injury. Question is, will I actually be able to do it? That's my left arm, isn't it? Not sure. I think this is my best chance. If I precision strike and go for this leg here, 61%.
Locked on with all weapons.
Still need, what was it? Just over 100 damage done to it to knock it off. It's not happening, is it? Most of that's gone into the CT by the looks of it. God damn.
Reporting critical hit.
It was 61%, and it looked like about 2 lasers hit the leg there. Let me see. Yeah. Looks like 1 large and a single medium hit his leg.
right here.
All this farting about trying to get this damn king crab. I'm going to end up having to withdraw from the mission at this rate. We're getting so banged up. Nope, can't get a side angle shot, but just need to keep shooting it.
Sweet.
We're just going to end up with one piece of crab, I think. Yeah, there we go. CT destroyed.
Target eliminated.
Not a lot I can do about it. Shitty luck.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
But I can't afford to spend more time messing about with it.
Let's do this.
I'm rapidly running out of armor. And yeah, reinforcements are just raining LRMs down on things. Structure exposed, heatsink destroyed, another heatsink destroyed.
Oh crap, what was that?
We're going to lose stuff. Because that LRM lance, it seems to be, for reinforcements, has really been doing a lot of damage. And it's only going to continue. Right, somehow I've got to try to get Buzzkill out of the shit. So his leg is about to come off. Alright, I've got to go Vigilance and Sprint then. But where on earth can I even get to with him? Looks like that's as far as I can get.
Understood. Moving
Which
fast.
isn't very far.
Ready for
Okay,
orders.
let's bring in the pain rain with Rylan.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
I'm really disappointed about that king crab though. There's nothing I could do. It's the first thing I've encountered. It does a lot of damage, and then with a reinforcement lance just raining LRMs on you at the same time.
I'm showing minor damage.
Can't afford to play with your food, can you?
Waiting for orders.
Right, I might go precision strike and go for this guy's CT. I need him down as quick as I can. So 78% chance on the CT with current tweaks. Are we going to knock him down?
Hit something good.
Fall over, damn it. No, he's only just been made unsteady. It's a shame. And Minobu's in a really bad way as well. But I need to keep the rate of fire up. I don't want to just brace. I need to kill this guy. I mean, for a start, if I can kill this guy, that's their line of sight gone for a bit. Gives me a small reprieve.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
Okay, so that 60-tonner is providing sensor lock. We're going to want to take that out as soon as we can as well. Okay, this time they're raining on Sarge. Not so bad, at least Sarge was fresh. Look at that. That's a stupid amount of missiles. Is that...
Damage minimal.
That might... I don't know what you think there, Harry, but that felt like maybe that might have been enough to have been a longbow's amount of missiles. Either that or it just slowed out the stream at the end to make it seem a bit longer than 220s. Probably just going to end up being an archer, isn't it? But I don't know. That was that seemed like a lot of missiles right there. Okay. What can we do? I guess we'll try for the finish with Buzzkill. So what we really need is a dead mech. We'll find out. We might still see something even more exciting than the king crab in this mission, if that amount of missiles is anything to go off. Although we actually might never get to see it because we might have to leave because we're getting too smashed up. Oh god, a rifleman. Headshot machine. No, stay away. Stop it. Oh god, Minobu's armor. So bad.
I'm taking it hard out here, Commander.
He's taking it hard, apparently. Oh man. Alright, I need to send Ryland to the front.
Now that was a heavy hit.
Ryland.
Good to go.
Super tanking boy Ryland. I guess we'll have to do it gradually. Let's do a coolant vent. Actually, I might just try my luck here. Right, if I just aim for this side torso, because it's side on anyway, I'm quite likely to hit the side. I just see if I can blow through that, take off half his weapons. Oh, come on, that must have been close. 17 hit points. Oh man. Not bad. And again, I wouldn't normally do that with missiles, but Ryland's got the high spirits. I've got to make the most of it. Did take him out on this mission because he had high spirits. Right, Sarge, let's shuffle you to the front as well.
Move order received.
Let's knock this guy down.
Whatever you say, boss. I think I hit something good.
But really only the left arm destroyed? Surely the torso would have gone there as well. Only had 17 hit points. I guess not. I must have been hitting the leg, I suppose. What's going on here? Right, Minobu, pull back. Somehow. Man, he's in a really bad way. Might just need to sprint out of there. Oh, such a shame, because I could do with finishing off that guy. It's not going to happen anyway, is it? I mean, it's possible if all three weapons actually land on target, I could finish him. But I'm not that lucky. One of them's bound to not hit CT, and then he won't be finished, and Minobu will still be left in the shit. I'm going to pull back. No, Samurai, the enemy's chance of headshots is not any higher. You're just being unlucky, I think, mate. Just the way it goes sometimes. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. That's a 70 tonner, right? So that's probably an archer, I reckon. So we'll sensor lock the rifleman since that's almost dead. Oh, a Black Knight. Still don't think we ever did manage to get a whole Black Knight. They're pretty rare now.
Yes, Commander.
Right.
Receiving you.
Need to do a little bit of shuffling about here.
Move order received.
So now we'll go for that CT shot. Let's see if we would have done it. Nah, see, I was right to make that call. 2 hit, 1 missed. I'm glad I pulled him back in the end. I still got another chance at it while he was down. We didn't pull it off. And thankfully they are shooting Ryland now, which is what I wanted.
Waiting for orders.
Alright. Come on, Ryland.
Affirmative.
Let's get this guy finished. 16 hit points. Easy. Easy.
Acknowledged. Hostile removed.
I don't know, I'm still kind of suspicious about that kind of missiles.
Hit there.
That still feels like more than an archer's worth of missiles. It's coming from over here somewhere.
Waiting for orders.
Oh crap. I'm feeling like we're going to end up not seeing it though, because everyone is so damn damaged right now that I'm gonna have to pull out before I
On my way.
lose precious lost tech and pilots. Alright, let's just go CT on the Black Knight. We need quick kills. There's no room for messing about and trying to farm for stuff.
It is go time.
He's open.
Ready for orders.
Not gonna do it, am I? But we're gonna try. No. Yes, yes. One more. Yes, that'll do it. Yes. Oh, good job, Buzzkill. We really needed that quick kill. Really, really needed that. Okay, we might get to see the archer. I just want to point out at this point, still 75% of the first lance and 50% of the reinforcements is all that we've killed. Not even finished the whole of the first lance yet. That's really quite concerning.
What's up,
Right,
boss?
I'm going to move Ryland forwards just so I've got line of sight on this guy.
Aye, aye.
And it is an archer here. So there's something up here that isn't an archer. I reckon there's a longbow up there, but as long as there's stuff providing line of sight, then he's not really going to reveal himself, is he? Because he'll just sit back there shooting from off screen. So the only way we're going to get to see if that even is a longbow is by mowing down all of this other stuff, unfortunately. Alright, that's all the stability damage done. It's 85 tons. It's 85 tons. Do you see that, Harry? It's 85 tons. I reckon it might be the longbow. Yeah, I mean, come on. Like, is anybody still going to argue that that doesn't seem like more than 2 LRM-20s? I reckon that's the longbow.
Standing by.
Right.
Commander.
First things first, though, we need to nail this guy. Let's get him knocked down. It's 85 tons, Harry. I said that about 3 times. That's why I'm convinced it's a longbow now. Now I've seen the tonnage. The amount of missiles made me think it was, and I was right about it last night when I first encountered one. You can just tell, can't you? Like the amount of missiles, and it seems like a longbow to me. We will see soon, hopefully. But we've got to kill this archer first.
Locking in all weapon systems. Critical hit, Commander. Let's get this done.
Right, 28 hit points
Receiving you.
left to burn through on that guy's CT. Let's get that done. With Buzzkill, with another finisher, hopefully. There we go, that's done. So, there's an 80-ton vehicle, and what I think is almost certainly at this point a longbow. There it is! Oh no, don't shoot Buzzkill. Please don't shoot Buzzkill. He's not got the armor for this. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, another heat sink destroyed.
My mech's coming apart around me.
So, let's get a closer look at this bad boy. So, 2 LRM-20s, 2 LRM-5s, and a small laser, you know, because why not? That goes in the head. And there it is. So as you can see, it's clearly the Warhammer body. But I don't know where he's got these missile pods from, but they look pretty badass. It's not a bad job. That'll do until there's a better model. That's not bad at all. Certainly looks a hell of a lot better than those Marauder models. But yeah, that is the longbow. There's a massive pile of missiles coming out of this. So where are the LRM-5s actually? So the LRM-5s are in the torso, and the 20s are in the arms.
Standing by.
I need to get somebody that's actually got armor in front of Buzzkill. It's going to be tricky, isn't it? We'll try for Sarge. Bongo mech. Right, we're going for the headshot. He's out in the open. We're not going to get the headshot, but we'll try. Oh, we got one, I think. Did we? No, we didn't. God damn it. That's a relief. At least those PPCs went after Sarge. I'm glad I moved him when I just did that. Otherwise, that could have been bits being blown off of Buzzkill. We're going to have to switch an LRM or 2 off, aren't we? Yeah, looks like 2. Still one more turn, and then we can
Locked on.
flush some heat again.
That hit something good.
Okay, that's halved his missiles.
Good to go. On my way. Taking the shot. Yes. Yes, Commander.
That's the right side now is completely trashed. Okay.
Confirmed.
Might just blow the LRM-20s off just so that I've muted the firepower, and then I can try to pick him apart a little bit. Because we already know we're only getting one piece of king crab, and I'm definitely taking that one piece of king crab, but if I can take myself a piece and have a chance of rolling another piece of longbow, then I'll be happy. But now all he's got is, what, one LRM-5? he's not scary anymore anyway. Although that PPC carrier is still pretty intimidating back there.
Orders.
Let's try for a leg, Sarge. Not particularly great shooting this time. Missed with the Gauss. Did blow the side torso off, so he's now down to a small laser in his head. But only got one hit on the leg. That's fine. Ryland's got probably the most armor remaining. Right, he can take that.
Waiting for orders. Coordinates received.
Right, let's try for the leg again. Not happening, is it? Screw it.
Standing by.
Rain of Pain from Ryland coming up. Get this over with.
I copy.
So we'll be taking one piece of king crab and one piece of longbow by the looks of it. Is he...
Target neutralized.
He's got the death bug.
Everything you've got.
Got the death bug. Brilliant. So he is dead, but he's also not dead.
Commander.
Helpful. Right, so let's sensor lock. Oh, I can't quite reach it. I need to move forwards a bit. I don't really want to do, but I guess we'll do it. Hold on, is that? Yeah, that is going to be in range.
On the move.
Sensor lock this vehicle.
Sensors locked on.
Wow.
Ready for orders.
Roger.
This is going to mess him up, and then hopefully finish him with Sarge.
Aye, aye.
Just going to shoot the front. There we go. We got through the mission in the end. I was pretty nasty, thanks to the archer and the longbow just raining death on me turn after turn after turn. That was pretty painful, and obviously I'm very disappointed that we didn't manage to come away with a whole king crab, only needing 2 pieces. But you saw I was trying everything I could afford to try, yeah, if I hadn't have killed it when I did, I could have ended up losing a lot of stuff, possibly even pilots as well. So I was just getting hammered by stuff. But I think all we lost was some heat sinks in the end. But Buzzkill was in a pretty bad way here. And you see Minobu's mech was pretty worn down as well. Not a lot of armor left. Rylan ended up getting worn down. Sarge's right torso, where, just a reminder, all his lost tech weapons are in the right side. There was a lot to lose. So it might not look so bad here, but it was getting to the stage where if that had have dragged out any more turns of just getting pounded by the LRMs, I was going to start losing very valuable stuff. So yeah, we had to kill them. We had to end it, and we managed it. Oh, hold on, Sarge, look at that! I already had 3 bits of king crab. No longer disappointed. We have a whole king crab. We only needed 1 piece. Why didn't you remind me of that? I'd forgotten. I thought I had 2 pieces. And here we go. The longbow 0W, or as I like to call it, the longbow OW. We're going to take a piece of that. But I'll just read the text. So, to add some speed to the longbow, the 0W or OW variant removes 2 medium lasers and 5.5 tons of armor. This allowed the Strand 255 fusion engine to be replaced with a larger Strand 340, increasing the top speed of the longbow to 64 kilometers an hour, allowing the mech to keep up with most heavy mechs. And as you can see there now, it's got 8 missile hardpoints and 1 support weapon slot in the head. But 8 missile hardpoints, you could have a lot of fun with that. Also notice it's got 3 movement pips as well. So that's actually faster than a Stalker, which to my mind, having not been able to build one yet, but I would guess that means you can't fit as much weaponry in as a Stalker can. But you've got a faster option, which is nice to have. And it's got those big ass missile pods, which just looks awesome. Oh, I could have finished a Black Knight as well, but I'd rather take the longbow piece. What else are we missing out on? And damage medium lasers. That's about it, really, isn't it? So, fingers crossed for rolling a Black Knight piece, but it's not the end of the world if we don't. And we did. We got it. We got it. So we got the Black Knight, the King Crab, and our first piece of the longbow OW variant. There are other variants of the longbow. Oh, crap. Harry's asking what's the Warhammer K got. Well, it's got 2 PPCs and some lasers. There you go. It's not much different from the other Warhammers, but that's the Karita variant, I'm guessing. But we have seen the Warhammer K before. That's not the first time we've seen it. Oh, Rylan, thanks for the cheer. I didn't even spot that. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
So we have a king crab.
That mech you wanted is back online.
Thanks, Rylan. Oh, that's why the 100 bits for my first 100 tonner on this playthrough. Thanks. That's really nice of you. Right, let's go build some stuff. Oh, let's repair this first. Just heat sinks, isn't it? Am I going to start running out of heat sinks at this rate? I've still got 30. We have been losing heat sinks here and there, though. Have I picked up any better large lasers? No. I'm just missing one that needs to be 10 damage, and then this is doing the max damage that it can do with this setup. It's pretty brutal mech. Right, let's go on that.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
What's what noise? Are you guys hearing a weird noise or something? I'm confused. Nexus is asking if I'm on a sub and what the noise was. What did you hear, Nexus? Maybe you're the only one hearing it. Maybe it's in your head. I don't know. I think it was my bottle. Oh, right. Hold on. Was it that noise? That noise. Ah, if that's what you heard, that's the sound of a bottle going on my desk and vibrating the springs that are attached to the mic stand. So the mic stand's got some springs on so I can move it around and stuff. But yeah, it's the sound of the springs. Normally I mute my mic when I'm putting something down on the desk, but that last time I didn't, so that'll have been what you heard. At least we got to the bottom of it, eh? Right, what am I doing? I don't worry about the Black Knight. I might not even use the Black Knight at all. I think we'll put it straight into storage because we have got a Stalker 4P, my heavy lance. And on the Stalker 4P, I can fit medium lasers as well as large lasers. Right, so yeah, we'll put the Black Knight into storage. It's nice to have one though, because I think that's the first Black Knight chassis. And now we will do the building of the King Crab, our first 100-ton mech. Yay! It's actually quite difficult to get 100-tonners, in my opinion. Now, what am I even going to do with this? Harry says nice. Black Knight, yay! He throws it over shoulder onto the pile. That's what kids with too many toys do. Now what should I do with this? So I'm thinking of doing something slightly different to what I did with my Flashpoint career King Crabs, because I was enjoying the 4 large lasers and the 4 LRM5s. It's not bad, in my opinion, as a build. I don't really want to go for AC-20s because they're too short-ranged to deal with this AI. I need longer reach, so I'm looking at AC-10s initially. So let's slap in a couple of AC-10s and we'll take it from there. I've got one with plus damage and one with plus stability. Prefer the damage ones, obviously, for the headshot ability. We have no AC-10 ammo. That's fine, the store should have. So we're going to need 4 tons of that. Yeah, I would have used that Black Knight if the Stalker 4P didn't exist. But the thing with that Stalker is, yeah, it might be slow, but for a heavy category 75-ton mech, god damn, that packs a lot of firepower. It's hard to justify not taking them when you've got them, isn't it? Otherwise, I would have taken the Black Knight with the classic 4 large lasers that I like in the Black Knight. But yeah, just couldn't do it. Can't replace that Stalker. That's got 4 large lasers and medium lasers as well. Extra damage, extra fun. Right, so let me see. Yeah, I might just cram it with some large lasers. Actually, I wonder, can I get away with PPCs in this? Probably not. It's going to end up being too hot once I put 2 PPCs in it, isn't it? Yeah. So I've got room for 2 heat sinks. That's not going to cut it. Sorry. Goodbye, PPCs. Back to the large lasers. I could perhaps do it if I downgraded the 10s to 5s, but I don't want to do that. I think even this is going to end up being a little bit too hot. We'll see. Maybe hope that I find some more double heat sinks. Actually, it's not too bad. This is manageable. So yeah, that's a fine amount of heat sinking. Damage is okay, I suppose. I might just go with this for now. I mean, I could make it into a badass brawler though. Let me have a look. I'm just not finding many opportunities to use short range mechs against this new AI. And if I try to, I'm just going to have, you know, 1 brawl mech out the front getting absolutely hammered. Because the AI does pick on 1 mech now, you know. And if you've got one obviously out the front, they'll just pick on it until it dies. And I won't be able to get away. So, and if you go full brawl lance, well then you've got a lot of running to do to get to the enemy while they're shooting and kiting you. You know, using strategies that the player would use against the AI ordinarily, playing long range, sensor locking, kiting. Well, the AI is capable of doing that now, so brawling's nowhere near as effective as it is with the vanilla AI that just basically goes derp and just runs straight into the barrel of your guns, you know. So if you're thinking, what's this for a king crab? Why aren't you building brawler with loads of damage? Well, because I'm not going to get to use all that loads of damage most of the time. I'm just going to get smashed. So we're going to go with this. Just gives us some long range firepower. The AC-10s can do a bit of stability damage. Once I upgrade them, well, one of them's capable of a one-shot headshot. I'd like to upgrade the other to be able to do that as well. It could be a bit of a beast. I need a cockpit mod though. We are low on comm systems as usual. So for now I'll stick in an injury resist, I guess, but I'll get one swapped over from whatever mech I choose to replace in my main 4 mech lance. Right, that'll do. That'll take 8 days. We've got enough ammo. We've got some lasers. I could swap these for medium lasers, but medium lasers a lot of the time I'm struggling to get in range with. You've seen what because I got mediums on the Stalker. Generally, I'm only in medium laser range when I'm just finishing a guy off. Like when I'm a lot of the time I'm just firing the 4 large, so I don't see the point of taking away 2 large lasers on this build in favour of medium lasers that I'm not going to get as much use out of. So that's that. We'll stick with what we've got. Let's have a look. Other contracts to do. There's one more contract to do here, a base capture. Do I want to wind time on? 2 days to fix the Stalker up. Or shall we just use it as an excuse to use something else? Let's do that. Let's use a different mech for a change while those two are in the shop. Just checking pilot XP again.
Yes, Commander.
So we have done some traveling
What's up, boss?
and some missions.
Ready for orders.
Ryland getting very close
What's up, boss?
to being our first maxed out pilot.
Commander.
Standing by.
Aha. Halcyon. Let's get a guts upgrade. Getting ever closer to coolant vent.
Warrior training complete.
Minobu was on the last mission, wasn't he? Okay, so we're still saving up just to max out tactics with him.
Commander.
And Sarge. We did use Sarge, but he must have recently, yeah, I think he not that long ago hit 10 gunnery. Or no, I bought guts for him. I think that's right. But yeah, we're still saving for more guts. All right, let's go do this. Jump jets, Alto, get out. Not putting jump jets in the King Crab. Is the King Crab even allowed jump jets in this version? Not sure it is actually. Yeah, no, it's not allowed jump jets. Oh, you're talking about the Black Knight? Oh, no, well that's long gone. The Black Knight's already under a pile of dust in my mech museum. Okay, let's have a look. Alto says, I found smart use of a flanking brawler does work. Maybe that works for you. I will insist that as soon as it's the closest target to the enemy, it will just get focused completely. Right, so what are my options here? I reckon it's time for the Awesome 8Q, because that was sort of my replacement. For the Stalker 4N laser boat. The difference here is I think I'm just down one large laser, so I've got 3 instead of 4 on the Awesome, but that will do. Right, let's swap the Lance around again. Let's give everyone a go. Catch in. So we'll keep Ryland in. He's still in high spirits. Doyle, Ryland, Catch, Grom, and we're good to go. So, who was this against? Pirates. So, no chance of a Night Star here. That's a shame. Although we've got new mechs to chase now. I guess Pirates could maybe have a Thug. We haven't seen a Thug so far. It's funny because it took me so long to find a longbow. When I was playing over the weekend, it was like the last thing that occurred last night before I went to bed was find a longbow. I stayed up late just to try to find one. But after installing it, as I said earlier, the very first mission I did after upgrading this stuff was discover a Thug. And I was saying to Harry, I bet I'll end up not seeing a Thug on stream now at all. They're just never going to show up. But we'll see. Maybe we'll get one in this mission. Yeah, jump jets have their uses. They're cool, but yeah, I mean,
Position
Do you see me fail much? I do just fine without jump jets. They're certainly not essential. Like as I've said many times, there's no right way or wrong way of playing this game. There are many different ways of playing this game, but I insist that jump jets are not essential to those that would say otherwise. They're a nice option to have if you choose that play style, but I do just fine without them.
Eliminate hostiles and secure it before proceeding to
Right, so we've got two 85 tonners here, so neither of those are going to be thugs, sadly. Let's sense lock this guy.
Got a lock.
What do you know? It's raining longbows, apparently, now. Oh, man, if you know how many missions I played over how many hours over the weekend to try to find a goddamn single longbow. And then I'm finding longbows 2 missions in a row. What are the odds? Well, I guess Harry would tell you the odds. He probably knows. Yeah, Marek have thugs, Harry's saying. But we're a long way from Marek space at the moment. Trying to find this damn Night Star. I knew it was RNG, Harry. I already knew.
Yes, Commander.
It's just the way it goes, isn't it? Right, so I guess we're just going to use these trees. And there's no use pressing too far forward while I can see enemies. I've got cover to shoot from. We'll make the most of it.
Scored a critical hit.
I wonder what this guy is. Let's hope that's not another longbow. So that would be a scary amount of missiles to have to deal with.
Roger.
So we'll just take this down whatever way we can. It's really hard now to just focus on picking off a mech. You've got to get a bit lucky really to get the headshots. Or to even take the legs off if that's what you're going for. Unless you can get into the side angle. We've only got 1 piece of longbow so far, so I would need a headshot to get 3 pieces if I was going to complete one.
How's it going?
Alright, where should we go? Here will do, I believe.
Firm.
Keep zapping away. So just 3 large lasers in range at the moment. They don't seem to have a lot of armor. That's something I'd say about the longbow. Does seem fairly easy to rip the weapons off of them. Yeah, so as you can see, 90, 45 on the missile pod arms. It's not really that much. So, as long as they're able to sit out of your view and keep raining death on you, they're really scary. But if you can actually get close enough to start doing them damage, they fall apart pretty quickly. So Samurai says it was like 720 total. That's less than most mediums, but it's an LRM cow, so it makes sense. Yeah.
Commander?
Nexus says, was just trying to work out a story behind the unit face painting. Is it to hide the fact that a unit pilot has closed his eyes before before firing? No.
Receiving you.
It's because they're secret Clan Jade Falcon wannabes, or possibly a glam rock band. It's undecided. There's just rumours. The unit was a failed dad rock band, says Alto. Yeah. That's about right. I just thought it looked funny when I was making this playthrough. I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. Let's have that as a theme. Everybody can have the green slash across their faces. Harry says it's for the same reason you wear sunglasses at the pool, so the chicks can't see you looking at their boobs. I'm not really sure that works with green makeup across your face, Harry. You're welcome to give that tactic a try, but you might get thrown out. What's going on here? So 385 ton mechs. What is happening?
Commander?
Alright, let's just go see what this one is. Alright, that's a Stalker 3H. Oh man. Oh, this is it's actually scary. Like, I'm glad I've taken off half the longbow already, because this guy's got 2 LRM-20s.
Yes.
Doyle and the Ants. That doesn't have a ring to it, Alto. You got to do better than that. What about Doyle's dastardly dad rockers? I would have said dashing, but I bet nobody's handsome here. Alright, let's do some work with this Gauss rifle. If we nail this Stalker, I'm going to go for a precision strike, go for the CT, get damage done. That'll fill a pub on a Friday night, says Alto.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Sarge says maybe somewhere down the line we'll see a pirate Stalker with the longbow pods for a Mickey Mouse. Oh dear. Maybe you should draw as one. That'd be hilarious. Oh goddamn, that's a lot of missiles. Stop.
Losing lots of armor.
I know, Catch. You are losing a lot of armor. It's painful. Rylan, let's get some revenge. Let's show him how the missile game is played.
Aye, aye.
Meet the wrecking ball.
Roger.
Yeah, suck on that. We got the left arm off. Okay, he's unsteady. He's ready to fall.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
Oh crap! Sneaky flanking 80-tonner. Oh, what's the bet in that's a Victor? He's going to appear. It'll be a Victor with an AC-20 and breaching shot, just in time to ruin our day. So I've got to be careful with the facing now. We know that's there. Ah, come on. Oh, I hate how it jumps around. Oh, crap, that'll do then. So, we got half a longbow over here. And a Stalker that's about to fall down. Tough call, but I guess I'll go for the Stalker. I could have gone for a precision strike and neutered that longbow. But Stalker's actually a bit scarier at the moment. It's got a lot more guns on it. And it's a lot closer to me.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
He's down. Is he going to get up immediately? No, we're going to get shot at by the already damaged longbow. Fine, damage has been shared around fairly well at the moment between my things, my mechs. Got ace pilot, okay.
Sensor trace. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Reinforcements, okay. Let's hope that's not another LRM Lance. That would be brutal. Hey Dread, how you doing? You've missed a few things. We've got new mechs. some tweaks made to the game. I'm playing a version that's not released to the public yet, but I assume Harry will be working on putting out an update soon. But there's some AI lance tweaks and some reduction in the effectiveness of cooled shot mastery, and some new mechs as well, although this will look a little bit weird because I've already blown half of it away. But there's a longbow. Brand new. It's a cobbled together version, so using the body of a warhammer and some missile pods that I've no idea where the guy got the missile pods from, but it looks cool, and it's a hell of a lot better looking than his Marauder effort. At least there's a coloured in cockpit and everything. So yeah, quite liking the longbow so far. We managed to farm one piece of a longbow in a previous mission. We'll see if we can get some more this time. Right, Stalker's got to go first, so I think we've knocked a lot of weapons off him now. I think actually just some careful shooting, and we can strip both of those guys of pretty much all their weapons. Hey, old bear. Yeah, that longbow's pretty well done, isn't it? Yeah, I think he's done a decent job on that. All right, let's pick off the other missile pod, hopefully. Yeah, well, that'll do. The LRM-20's destroyed. Pod hasn't fallen off, but we've taken off the weaponry. So what's he got now? An LRM-5 and a small laser. He's not too scary, is he, at that? Okay, I guess the 80-tonner is another LRM mech, because that wasn't a Victor firing at me just there. That was definitely an awesome. Right, what should I do? What should I do? Back it up a little bit and do some lasering. I'm going to try and strip the rest of the weapons off this Stalker. We'll focus that side torso. Go on, Catch. You've got this, mate. You've got this. Do it. Yes, there we go. Okay, so both those mechs are pretty well neutered now. Pilot incapacitated from the Stalker as well, so he's completely gone. Yeah, I got a King Crab. It's being built, but we'll have a badass 100-tonner to play with soon enough. Okay, that was kind of nasty.
Warning, armor low.
It does seem like this guy we've still not seen down here could be a longbow, doesn't it? Right, so my awesome's in a lot of trouble at this stage.
Orders?
I think actually we'll send Ryland to go reveal the other awesome. It obviously is one. Yeah, there it is. Awesome 8R, 215s, a small and a large laser. Right, no worries. Let's start work on that then. You love the new Marauder mod, Dread. Fair enough. You're entitled to that opinion. I really don't like it because there's no colouring on the cockpit. There's big areas of it just look like, you know, if someone stuck a model kit together, painted some bits of it, but left loads of it as bare plastic. So to me, it looks horrible. Like just the texturing on it. Like the design is all right. It's just the colouring and texting I think is a really poor effort. So I'm not going to use that because I just think the original one looks so much better. But yeah, everyone's entitled to their opinion, and that is mine. That it looks goddamn awful. Right, what do I want to do here? I want to finish off that longbow, I guess. Just because it should be easy and it'll be out of the way. But that Marauder, I think, is made by the same person who did the longbow. And the longbow, I think, is a much better effort. I quite like the longbow. So many missiles. Is that the reinforcement lance that was firing those? Oh god, it is. So another LRM lance. Oh, this is going to get bad. Catch is going to fall over. Oh no. It's pretty much worst nightmare scenario where it's two assault lancers just filled with LRMs. It doesn't really get nastier than that. Crap, is he ever going to get up, or is Catch just dead here? He's not opened up yet, but he's taking a hell of a lot of damage. Ah, Jesus. Right, okay. Can I have a turn? No, apparently not. Just going to continue pounding Catch. Now me?
Losing armor.
No? Okay, apparently the AI was able to reserve in the final phase and is using everything before I can act. This is a little bit bullshit, actually, to be able to do that. That was stupid amount of times it fired in a row there. But we've gotten through it just about. I mean, Catch is in a terrible state, and we need to pull him out as quickly as possible. But at least he didn't die. So there's that. Pretty sure we are going to lose. We're going to lose some components from him before this mission is done. What do I think about the direwolf mod? I've not actually looked at the direwolf mod. Direwolves are cool. Got nothing against them, but I haven't seen the model, so I can't really comment on how good or bad the effort is on it. Harry says he acted in phase 2, I think. Heavies or maybe a Cyclops. Yep, could be either of those things. Well, Catch is taking no shit though. Did you see that? Gets up after getting pounded by missiles. It was like, no, yeah, I'm not having this. Just completely wrecked that awesome. Oh, here we go. Something's going to fall off this mech. Heat sink destroyed.
Critical hit. Critical hit.
Whoa, what is that link? Let me have a look. Mickey Mouse mech. Okay. Nice. I don't know if I've got a mod around to allow you to link that properly, or hold on, maybe I can link it for you. Let me do it. Will this work? Yeah, there you go. It's one hell of a mega link. But it's kind of funny. Now, where was I? Yeah, that's right. Catch was getting absolutely pounded. And we've got another longbow to deal with here. So, yeah, 2 longbows in one mission. Wow.
Standing by.
So, the flanking force being dealt with, or the flanking mech being dealt with, is a big deal for me. I'm very pleased that that's out the way, and I can now front face where everything else is coming from. But I've got down these 2 guys really quickly because the reinforcement lance is obviously filled with LRMs, and they're doing a hell of a lot of damage. As you saw, the danger of them is not just from the damage, but the fact that they can cause so much stability damage and knock a mech down and then just continue to pile on the pain. It's really, really, really intimidating and scary. And I felt we got a little bit lucky, to be honest, that Catch didn't just get taken out. Speaking of lucky, Gromulus is doing pretty damn well today, isn't he? What was that even? Was that a headshot? I'm not even sure what occurred there, but whatever it was, he got wrecked super quick. And we needed that. Oh, large laser crit. Is it getting destroyed? No, not quite. They're still picking on Catch, though, and the AI will do that with these tweaks. And it's really quite tough to deal with. We're going to be continuing to pull Catch further and further back. Oh, it was CT ammo explosion, was it, Harry? Right, that explains it. Yeah, he went up like a candle, though, didn't he? It's insane. So they like the assault equivalent to the Thunderbolt, where you just tap it in the CT and all the ammo blows up. Well, I need to finish this guy off. So he's not spotting for the reinforcements. There we go. That'll do.
Enemy mech destroyed.
So we're not getting a whole longbow out of this mission because that's still only 2 pieces of longbow. The way I destroyed both of those was through CT. We have 1 piece so far, so at best we'll have 3 after this mission. Well, unless of course this Lance has more longbows in. I see an 85-ton mech from a Lance that's been firing missiles at me, and I'm starting to think, well, maybe there's more longbows. Maybe they're goddamn it everywhere in this mission. I'm just trying to position catch somewhere where I can get a sensor lock on this guy. Guess that's the only position. So left torso is absolutely smashed. So right torso is not really much better, but I will face that towards the enemy for now, just in case anything does get a sight on me.
Got a lock.
It is another longbow. Okay, so I could kill this through the CT, and then that's 3 longbow bits up for grabs. Man, it really is raining longbows.
Ready for orders.
Right, what's the state of this? That's the right arm, and it's empty. It's fine. Let's go fire some missiles at the enemy longbow.
Firing all weapons.
And I see a 90-tonner. Yeah, I mean, that could be a Cyclops, as Harry was saying earlier. Obviously, I'm hoping for a Highlander, because I'd rather be taking Highlander pieces if I can. Like that Highlander 733P. That would be good. I'm just going to try and bore through this centre torso on this longbow. Especially since I know it's filled with ammo. I hadn't really looked at that before. Okay, that was a ballistic with some missiles, so there could be a Highlander back there. Yeah, the longbow looks cool, doesn't it? I'm pretty happy with that. Like I said, it to me it looks so much better than the Marauder effort. I was really, really, really unimpressed with the new Marauder texturing, but this looks good.
Confirmed.
Alright, we can't knock him down because he's not unstable yet, but we can certainly make him unstable with that. Man, so many missiles. We're going to get through this. We are going to get through this. We've already gone over the hump. We've killed 1 whole Lance so far. What should I do? Should I just... Yeah, I think I'll just try and knock him over with this. Left torso's looking a little bit worse for wear now. Let's angle that way. I'm going to go precision strike as well, do more damage to the CT, hopefully knock him down, and then someone can finish him through the CT while he's on the floor. I mean, he might just get up immediately, but we'll see.
Critical damage detected.
I want to go for the quick kills here. He gets straight back up. Oh well. At least his accuracy is appalling after that. He somehow manages to hit the head though. Oh, and he's using Ace Pilot to back away out of my view. Ah, oh, sneaky. Sneaky.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, it's all good though. We're going to go for a sensor lock with Catch again. He's still proving useful even though he's smashed to pieces. Depends on how many missile slots you've got to work with, to be honest, Dredd, and what you want out of your weapons.
What's up, boss?
Obviously, the more missile weapons you're using, the more customizable it is with their upgrades. Say, for example, you could take a couple with extra stability damage and a couple with extra straight up damage if you've got 415s. So it's a bit more customizable than what you could do with 320s. But I don't know. I find 415s is good. Also, 320s is good in other mechs. Just depends what you want out of it.
I copy.
But yeah, for me, the main difference is the customizability. So with 415s, you know, if you find like just going stability damage on all of your missile launchers is providing more stability damage than you really need, you could, you know, change one of them to be just straight extra damage instead, or, you know, whatever else you might want.
Ready for orders.
Right, is he going to fall over yet? No, god damn, that guy is pretty resilient. I think we can hit CT though with Gromulus, so we'll go for it. Only needing 32 damage to finish him off through the CT, so we're going to do it. There we go. Good job.
Target eliminated.
Imagine the reinforcement lengths of all longbows, says Sarge. Well, there was definitely one longbow. Oh man, a 390 tonners. Okay. That's unusual. Don't think I've ever seen a lance that had 390 tonners in. I guess it can happen though.
Ready.
Right, let's continue with the sensor locking. Let's pull catch back a little bit and we'll sensor lock the next guy. So there we go, Highlander 733. I mean, between these Highlanders, they still have quite a lot of LRMs between them as well. They've got one launcher in each, haven't they? Yeah, Battletech has some crazy stuff in it. Right, Rylan, let's get to work. Vent some heat and go nuts.
Got it.
Look at all that stability damage. We're definitely going to be knocking him down.
They've got a lock on me.
So I think I'll use Doyle just to topple him over. Who have they sensor locked? They've sensor locked Rylan. Not ideal. He is actually a little bit banged up, but if all they're hitting him with is an LRM 20 each, we'll probably cope with that. Alright, so we got the knockdown on this Highlander. It's probably going to take us more than this though to kill him. Even though I'm going to drill him with the 2 ER PPCs and the Gauss from Gromulus into the CT, but he'll live through that. Yeah, look, he's got loads and loads of health there so far.
Damage minimal.
Standing by.
Actually, Gromulus at this point is my best armoured mech, so I'm just going to plonk him at the front. Even though I don't like doing that with my precious Lost Tech filled Highlander, but he's going to have to take a turn at this point. We'll keep wearing them down. So we've already killed one mech of this lance, so it is 4 versus 3, but we're pretty banged up. And that's the second Highlander comes into view. Yeah, that's right, Alto. Mitch said so at some point, didn't he? Is that right? That's 3 Highlander 733 variants.
Damage is minor, Commander.
Plus a longbow. Yeah. I don't know, that just seems weird for me. It's like this lance is missing anything rare from it, but whatever. Harry says it's a cavalry lance. That is supposed to happened then, is it, Harry? I'm just checking because it just seemed unusual, that's all. Right, so while this guy's on the floor, it makes sense to give him another slap in the CT. So we'll use Gromulus again.
All weapons, go.
That's quite a scary lance to deal with. Steiner Scout Lance, says Old Bear. No, not enough Atlases for that, is it? Yeah, it's the first time I've seen a lance that's this exact makeup, so that's all surprising me. Just wanted to make sure it's doing what it's supposed to do, but that's cool. Wow, this is a scary bunch of stuff to deal with, isn't it?
Commander.
Try knocking him on his ass again, I guess. Keep backing away.
Moving to position. Targeting for an alpha strike. Reporting critical hit. Standing by. Move order received.
All weapons committed.
Oh well. I know those were low chances and side angle shots trying to get the CT with the last two mechs I used, but thought I'd try my luck. I've got the resolve back anyway, and he's down on the floor. I'm going to be able to, in theory, finish him off. But I was just hoping I'd be able to make a start on a second mech this round. Because they do hurt. They've got an AC-10 each, and they've got the LRM-20 each. And on top of that, they've got medium lasers. And what, an SRM as well? So it's a lot of firepower. We've lost that left torso on catch in the end. Damn it. Well, there was nothing. This was a backup mech, so there was nothing, you know, valuable in it. So what have we lost? A plus 10 damage medium laser. It's not the end of the world, is it? And an ordinary large laser. Although he is in a very bad way now, and I need to pull him right out of there if I can. So we're going to end up using vigilance, and we'll do a little bit of sprinting away. Where can I get to where they might not be able to see me? Yeah, that might work. It's a shame I don't get to finish this guy while he's on the floor, and I have to use resolve on protection, but best to keep catch alive, really, isn't it? He's so close to being maxed out as a pilot, and with the slow XP gain, you don't get many of them too often.
Just grazed me.
And if you lose one, they're really, really hard to replace. Pretty much you're never going to get to replace them, are you? Right, 75 damage to do on the CT of that mech. Awkward. Go there, I guess.
Copy that.
Harry, that's unacceptable.
On it.
Right, where are we at now? Oh man, he's not getting the damage that I need. This guy is taking far too long to die. This is very, very, very concerning. Because I've still got two more Highlanders to get through after I get this guy down.
I'm here.
Can't take him anywhere, Sarge. He's unfit for
Confirmed.
civilized society. All right. 16 hit points. Well, surely he's dead now.
Firing.
There we go, finally. Oh god, though. Still 2 more Highlanders to get through. I'm really, really worried about Catch now. Oh, Gromulus is also starting to get really smashed up. He was my last remaining well-armoured mech.
Major armor lost.
Sarge says he reminds me of me.
Good to go.
Need to keep moving. Keep moving Catch the hell out of here. Run, Catch, run. Live, survive. Structure exposed on the Highlander. Oh no, please, not my Lost Tech. Leave my Lost Tech alone.
Damage critical.
Don't like that. Let's have a look at the state of it. Oh god, there's a double heatsink. 2 double heatsinks in there. Did they actually destroy a double heatsink? Is that destroyed, or is it just crit? I think I've lost a double heatsink.
Standing by.
Let's face this away.
Acknowledged.
Damn, that's gutting. You can never get them back.
Confirmed.
Still, this thing's pretty damn heat efficient as it is. I'm sure we'll cope.
Firing on target.
All weapons.
Got to go for the quick kills. So focusing CT wherever I can. So he's open. He will be down on the floor, but he may well get to pick himself up before I have a chance to capitalise on this. Still picking on my Highlander with the Lost Tech.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander. Orders. Roger.
Come on, we need to finish this guy before he gets up again. And he does. Alright, just one more to go.
Down.
Very disappointed at having to lose a double heatsink though.
Waiting for orders.
That's a shame. At least nobody's died yet. And as I said, when this stuff spawned and I was getting LRMs fired at me from the reinforcement lance while still fighting the first one, I feel like this is possibly one of the scariest combos of things that you could face. You know, this many LRMs and this many assault mechs is pretty brutal.
Firing. Full complement on enemy.
But we are getting through it. We're down to the last mech.
All weapons committed.
Yes, Commander.
I'm hoping he can't see Catch from there. I would like to get a little bit more firepower into this fight, get this last guy down as quick as I can. before any further damage is done. Ah, shitballs, he's gone out of view. Catch can sensor lock him though, which is what we're going to do, and then we'll just rain some missiles on his head with Rylan.
Standing by.
I'm going to move Rylan to the front because I think Rylan might actually be the best armoured mech that I've got left at this point.
Let's see how you like this.
Almost opened him up.
Commander?
Whew. Oh, there we go. Now I've got to occupy the factory still. But that's all the enemy forces dealt with.
On the move.
Confirm.
Yeah, those longbows are easy to deal with, Harry. They're not that scary.
Roger.
Almost a full lance of Highlanders, on the other hand, when you're already worn down, that's pretty nasty. So what was in the first lance? The first lance had 2 longbows, a stalker, and an awesome. That's a hell of a lot of LRMs. Second lance had 3 Highlanders and another longbow. Also a hell of a lot of LRMs. It's absolutely brutal amount of indirect fire and stability damage to deal with. But we got through it. It cost us, what, a medium laser, a large laser, some heat sinks, and a double heat sink. The only thing I'm upset about losing is the double heat sink, just because, unfortunately, the game doesn't give you any way of replacing them. If that event that gives you a double heat sink once in a blue moon could pop up again, then I wouldn't mind so much. But I've never seen it twice in a playthrough, so I don't know if you can actually get that event pop up more than once. If it does, then it's not that bad, is it? We will eventually get a heatsink to replace it. But yeah, that was an interesting fight. Certainly not too easy, but not too hard either in the end. All right, so let's have a look. Yeah, double heatsink down. Damn. The upsetting thing is, like, there are 2 normal heatsinks in that torso as well, so it was 50-50. If something's going to get destroyed, that could have just been a normal heatsink. Sadly not. And yeah, Rucker heatsinks here. Plus 10 damage, medium laser. I'm sure we can replace that, no probs. Everything else is fine. Couple of injuries. Catch out for 20 days. That's quite a long injury, actually. I guess that's from being knocked down, because I don't see any cockpit damage. Oh yeah, from having the side torso blown up and from being knocked down. So that's 2 injuries, isn't it? Yeah. And Gromulus cleaning up the kills there. Right, so this is a toughie really, because actually I would be quite happy with another Highlander. Ah, this is the Highlander that's got 4 missile slots. That's the one. I actually would rather have a Highlander than a longbow. But you're probably all going to scream at me if I don't take the longbow, aren't you? Even though it's not actually going to be anywhere near as useful as a whole Highlander. Considering how many longbows we just saw, I think I could probably get one before too long anyway, just by chance. The Highlanders, they don't come around anywhere near as often. So I'm going to take 3 pieces of Highlander for a complete Highlander 733. Because with 4 missile slots there, I can actually upgrade my LRM boat. Instead of using an Awesome, I could take a Highlander instead for that role, which would be a massive improvement. Yeah, I think there was one of those LRM-20 Sarge. Yeah, there it is. But yeah, that's getting left behind in favour of mech parts. But we've got a chance of picking up another piece of longbow just on the RNG. There are 3 pieces sitting around there. Also 3 pieces of Stalker 3H. We might get another one of those. What else is cool? Obviously, there's the LRM-20. Yeah, 2 of these +3 resolve comm systems. I mean, they're awesome as well. I absolutely love these things. But I'm going to have to leave those behind too. We'll see. We'll see what the RNG gives us. But I mean, we've already encountered 1 longbow and got a piece of it, and then we've encountered what 3 longbows in that mission. I feel like they're common enough that we're going to get a full longbow, even if I don't grab one now. And yeah, the smart move is take the Highlander. They don't come around as often. And we didn't get any pieces of longbow. We did complete a Stalker 3H. We got a +1 damage LRM-20, so not the better one with the stability. And everything else is crap. Okay, that'll do. We got a whole Highlander. And I am going to build... probably build an LRM boat out of that, I think. Because currently the lightest mech in our Lance is the Awesome with the LRMs. So I'll keep the Lostech Highlander, the AC-10 and 2 Peeps Highlander. We'll replace the Awesome with an LRM Highlander, and then we've got the Stalker at the moment. It's hard to find something that's going to cram as many lasers in as the Stalker. That's the thing. So that might be around with us for a little while.
That mech you wanted, that mech is ready to fight, Commander.
Okay, so this Stalker 3H, that can go straight into storage, I think. What's it got? 4 laser and 6 missiles. Actually, that's one that I really like. Oh, we've already got one though. We've already got one right there. Yeah, in that case, that can go into storage. Yeah, because when the game worked better for brawlers, I like that one because you can actually cram 6 SRM6s into it and some medium lasers as well, which is pretty nice. Right, we've got to refit this though. What a shame. Losing a double heat sink there. So one last look at our heat efficiency. Heat sinking 72 with an alpha of 83. Well, it's going to be 3 lower. But it's still pretty damn good. 69. All right. I'll take 1 day to fix.
Logged and noted.
We'll leave that. That will take a little bit of time to sort out, but I want to basically build what I've got in this Awesome into this Highlander instead. I feel like I might have to strip the Awesome. Let me just check contracts, just make sure I'm moving. I think I am moving. Yeah, I'm going to be traveling. So I'm going to have time for faffing about. Nobody made any jokes of that sort, Infernal. Clearly you're on your own, mate. Right. Prioritize that and the King Crab, definitely. Because, yeah, I'm thinking of stripping the Awesome so I can kit out the Highlander. Let's swap them around. Just doing some paranoid switching because, again, there's a vanilla bug that can make your mechs disappear after you've rejigged them. Right, so we're going to refit, and we're just simply going to strip this. Take everything out of it. Yoink. And I'm not putting anything into it right now.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
I'm just going to go straight away to building this. Okay. So we've got some lovely stability damage LRM-15s that we've just yoinked from our Awesome. Another stability damage. And then a choice between even more stability damage or a +1 damage. I'm going to stick with even more stability damage for now. And we need LRM ammo. And we've got room for heat sinks. Alright, let's get the comm system in. Get the stability damage gyro. Let's get some heat sinks. So it's basically just going to be a more heat efficient version of what I already had. I need to max the armor actually. There we go. Let's take one heat sink away. Now max the armor. No, let's take another heat sink away and max the armor. Close. Right, we're going to reduce the back obviously. Does annoy me when I forget to do that first. Normally I don't forget. Means you've got to do some faffing about with it, doesn't it? Right, how's that going to look? We can go up a bit, I think. Yep, and then put 2 heat sinks back in. Right, that works. So yeah, it's just a slightly more heat efficient version of the Awesome. Well, kind of much more heat efficient version. But it will do the same job of knocking things down, causing loads of stability damage. I don't feel the need to put in any other backup weapons or anything like that because it's just going to keep firing LRMs and I just want it to be as heat efficient for that job as possible. This will do nicely. 240 damage, that's going to take 9 days. That should be... I think I'll have enough time to finish the 3 priorities that I'm building while we travel.
Know when that's done.
Right, let's move that up. Okay, so here are my priorities. Highlander in second, because that's actually more important. Right, so I've still got this Awesome to rebuild. And that Awesome I can build as a backup. I might actually just store it, to be honest. But I've already got this Stalker as a backup LRM with the 320s in. I think actually let's do that as well because I picked up a better LRM-20 as well, didn't I? Was it a +1 damage? Oh, and we've got another stability damage one. All right. Oh, and we've got +2 damage there. Right. Okay. So let's put stability damage there, +2 damage there. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. It's just nowhere near as heat efficient as my other option, and obviously has less back armor as well. But it's nice to know it's here in case of flashpoints where I need to do consecutive deployments. My LRM mech might get a bit bashed up, and I'll need a backup for it. Well, I'm actually going to end up with 2 backups if I rebuild this, but I don't need to. I'm going to put this into storage. The Awesome is being retired. It's done its job. It had a good run. Right, I am going to keep the 8Q though, because that's still my backup replacement for the Stalker. Right, have I got a spare +10 damage medium laser? I haven't, so guess I'll just take a +5 and a large laser And what else am I missing? Just heat sinks after that, I believe. Yep, just heat sinks. I'm gonna start running out of heat sinks at this rate. All good. Right, actually, reshuffle. Put that one in the head. Put that one in the left side. Yeah. All right, that'll do. So that'll take 5 days. We spent quite a bit of money on all this refitting and stuff, but you got to do it, haven't you? Good to have the options lying around for when you need them.
Right. I'll get it.
Right, okay. And that doesn't need to be moved up in the queue. That'll do just fine. So, travel time. And once again, I guess we'll just keep hopping between these two places. Ugh. Actually, let me have a look. Is there another option that's near enough? It's worth me checking out. Oh, there's Bromhead, isn't there? Might go to Bromhead. Could actually do with picking up a mission or two for the Federated Suns, because my rep with them is dropping pretty low now. I need to recover it, because I don't want it to drop so low that I end up having to do ridiculously low level missions just to scrape it off the floor. And it's always good to try and keep your rep high with as many factions as possible, just so that when you're doing high level missions you've got as many options as possible. You know, you don't want to restrict your options and be forced into you know, skipping places because there aren't any missions for you due to your rep not being high enough. Obviously, I always have really low rep with the pirates, but that's just one faction. Like the rest of them, I like to keep on good terms if I can, unless I'm allying with them, and then obviously you're going to upset the enemies of whoever you ally with. But at the moment, we're not allying with anyone. We haven't worried about it or even given it any thought. Quite happy being neutral and trying to be on good terms with everyone except the scumbag pirates. Right, how are we doing? So the King Crab will be finished before we arrive at Bromhead, and that will just be the Stalkers and the Awesome that won't be finished in time, but that's fine. We don't need them immediately. It's all good. Empower, hello. He says, what's with the top left in red that says score 0 days remaining? So with the Flashpoint expansion, they put in the option of doing a career, which is what I'm playing at the moment. Stay out of the mech bay. Sorry, I will get back to you. So -2 tech points. That's a pain, and morale decreased, and Minobu is now rebellious. Well, that went horribly wrong, didn't it? Right, sorry, where was I? Yeah, so on the Flashpoint expansion, you can play what's called a career now. And it gives you a countdown in days. After that runs out, you're given a score, and you get like a reward pack as well. So you'll get some components, some weapons, things like that. However, I'm playing a mod which makes getting a good score harder because it adds so many extra mechs, and you actually get points for mech weight class completion, chassis completion, all that kind of stuff. I've also made it harder by slowing down my pilot XP as well. So, you know, you get points for mech warrior experience, but mine's ticking up slower. So I'm not actually paying any attention to this or giving any concern to it whatsoever. I did already complete the number of days, and I got my reward for rank regular, which is pretty rubbish. There's nothing too great for reaching rank regular. But the game allows you to carry on beyond that, and obviously I've got a lot of stuff to show off in this mod, so I'm playing well beyond the score days. It's there for people that just want to, you know, have a finishing point and say, okay, I'll play a career for this long and then I'll end it there, which kind of works out all right on vanilla. But even on vanilla, you don't have enough time to do all the flashpoints in the score days that are there. In my opinion, it takes longer because you've got to ally to unlock extra ones, and yeah. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff involved, but yeah, for the purpose of this playthrough, I'm playing a mod called Battletech Extended 3025, and as a consequence, the score days thing is not something I'm paying attention to. We're playing well beyond that, and we're just ignoring it. Okay, so there's an Atlas part in the shop, which is nice. That's the second time I've seen an Atlas D part in the shop. I didn't buy the last one because I thought surely I'll run into some Atlases. I might actually buy one now because I think the Atlas ends up being pretty rare. I mean, it's not rare, but you just don't see that many 100-ton mechs, do you? It's very expensive buying it at cost because my rep isn't amazing with the Federated Suns at the moment, but I'm going to buy it because
New equipment
if I'd have bought that other one I saw, by this point I'd have 2 pieces of Atlas, which might mean that, you know, the first time I encounter an Atlas, I might come away with enough pieces to make a whole one. Yeah. So we've taken that. That was costly. Right, let's go to barracks.
You have orders?
I think I'm going to get coolant vent with Alto.
Yes, Commander.
So we'll keep saving with him for now.
Ready for orders.
Oh, look, Rylan. There it is. Rylan is the first 10-10-10-10 pilot. Might only be by virtue of being higher up in the alphabet, so I clicked him first. Let's check catch.
Receiving you.
Oh, no, he's beaten catch. He's beaten Doyle.
Receiving you.
He's beating Gromulus, although Gromulus can level up.
Training complete.
Wow, congratulations, Rylan. MVP so far. Our first maxed out pilot.
Yeah.
And he did predict that on his first mission, after reaching that, he'll probably die. So
Let's do this.
let's let's see what happens with him. Fingers crossed that doesn't occur. Sarge, you ready for a level up? No, not yet. Okay, let's check contracts. Oh, you are shitting me. Okay, so the one faction that hates me, the pirates, all of the contracts here are pirates, so I can't actually do a contract here. Well, on the plus side, at least we got a piece of Atlas out of it. I want to go there because it's former Starleague presence, but also I want a Night Star. I'm thinking I should just head back where I came from and see if we get any more missions here.
Roger that, Commander.
Ugh, disappointment. Well, all of the mechs are going to be finished by the time we arrive. But sadly, I'm also going to hit another financial report before I have managed to earn any money. So that's going to incur quite some hefty losses for me. In addition to spending that 1.3 million on the Atlas part.
Ready to go over financials?
There we go. We're down to 5 mil. Well, you know I don't like dropping below 5 mil. That was a long hang there. That had me worried. It's like, has it crashed? It never crashes at this kind of point. What's going on there? It's taking a while before it gets into the cutscene. I should probably sell some crap at some point again, shouldn't I? I think I did sell some crap a bit ago. A couple of episodes back. The last time I got low on cash. So I don't have anywhere near as much to sell this time around.
Looks like we've arrived, Commander.
Right, let's check the store, see if there's anything fun and interesting here. Commando 1D and the Commando 2D. So the 1D's only got 1 energy, 1 missile, and 1 support slot. It's nowhere near as good as the 2D, is it? So the predecessor to the 2D, the Commando 1D, was meant to give the mech warrior a little more long-range punch with a large laser at the cost of some of its armor. While the 2D is superior in most aspects, there's still a number of this older design still in service today. I don't think we ever got a whole one of those, but never mind. Yeah, it looks like I got one part of one. But right, anything good? Comm system. It's only going to be a +1. Yeah. Might just buy it anyway, though. Got a 10% discount. Well, you know, if I've got a discount, may as well buy it. That's how that shit works, right? Okay, let's have a look at contracts. What have we got? Just the one. Okay, I might end up having to travel to do this horrible 3 skull just to get some rep for Davian. Yeah, because yeah, I'm gonna upset them even more. Although this is 5 skull base destruction against the Federated Suns, there is a chance of Night Star. Although I've lost count of how many times I've said that without seeing a bloody Night Star by this point. Right, so we've got Rylan in the new upgraded Wrecking Ball. There it is, shiny new Highlander for Rylan. We're well on our way to getting a whole... What's going on there? Why is that under tonnage? Apparently I wasn't paying attention when I fitted that one out, and it's missing something. What is it missing? Oh, it's missing a large laser. I never did drag the large laser in. Oh, god damn it. Oh well. Right, and we've got a king crab as well, which is really awesome. So now I need to decide what I'm going to do. Am I going to replace a stalker, or am I going to replace this Highlander here? What have I got in here at the moment? Got an injury resist cockpit mod. +2 resolve gain there. Oh, what's in that? Oh, it's injury resist, isn't it? Decisions. Might actually do a little bit of jigging about and give Catch a king crab instead of just a stalker. Although that's, I mean, that stalker's firepower is brutal. It's a great finisher, 335. So it will be a loss in Alpha Strike because this is going all the way down to 210. But at least this guy can add to the stability damage with 2 AC-10s. Oh, also, I mean, I was thinking of just replacing the Highlander with it, but kind of tempted to to keep 3 Highlanders in. That 733C and 2 733s and a king crab. Oh, we'll do that, but I am going to switch the resolve stuff around now, actually, because that'll only take me like a day of faffing about, and I can wind on a day without it doing me any harm. So where are we at here? We want to refit. We're yoinking the Stalker's comm system. Yoink. And we'll downgrade it to a +1 resolve, so it's still coming useful. And then we'll upgrade the King Crab. Actually, let's drag him down here. Alright, +2 resolve. There we go. Really need to keep an eye out for +10 damage AC-10s. Could do with more of them.
Log and note. Shouldn't be too hard.
Right, now this awesome is going to get fixed. Because, yeah, Forgot to put a whole large laser in there. There we go. Done. And then the last thing we'll do is just reshuffle. So the king crab is at the front of the queue. We will spend 1 day fixing that up. The other two can wait. And then we'll go do the mission. There we go. All done. Okay.
Hey, Doc. The work you put in on that thrust controls really paid off. Steering is buttery smooth.
So in terms of straight up damage, the way I've built the Stalker is obviously outputting more damage than the King Crab, but the King Crab is tougher for a mech that's going to be towards the front of my force, sensor locking things. So I'm going to give it a try with the King Crab, and they're both slow as crap anyway, so I still don't have my scout pilot in a fast scout mech. I still have them in a Steiner style of a big, slow, lumbering, hefty, well now 100-ton assault. Still not seen a thug, have we? Keep our eyes out for another one of those new mechs showing up. So we're seeing tons of longbows, but no thug. I'd honestly rather face the thug because it's nowhere near as scary in terms of its firepower. The one thug that I saw so far on my non-stream career, that had 2 PPCs and 2 SRM4s. I guess that's probably like the standard, basic loadout for a thug. It's respectable if you're comparing it to a Warhammer, which is what I think it was supposed to do, beat Warhammers. But it's not that scary on the grand scale of assault mechs. I think it's only 80 tons anyway, isn't it? Pretty good for an 80-ton assault mech. But I would like to try and get my hands on one of those as well, just because I'd like to see what can fit in it, what its hard points are, what the options are, what I can do with one. Because I'm not a fan of the Victors as 80-tonners. I always chuck them in the bin. Just don't like them. The Awesomes are pretty good. Like, some of the Awesomes are better than others. It depends what you want to do with an Awesome, but they're pretty good for 80-tonners. But I'd like to just really see how the Thug compares to the Awesome. Is it going to knock the Awesome off the top spot for 80-tonners in my mind? Or is it going to be something that comes second to that? So already I see an 80-tonner there and an 80-tonner there. And we've got a chance of a Thug, maybe. Although I think Harry said they show up more for Marek, so maybe they don't show up at all for anyone else. I'm not sure. But we're nowhere near Marek's space. Let's see what this one is. That's an Awesome 8V. Okay.
Damage minimal.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, Rylan. Time to fire your shiny new mech for the first time. Although the weapon loadout you will be familiar with.
Copy that.
Oh, look at that. Immediately completely filled the stability bar. Oh, what's got breaching shot? Nasty. Right, let's knock him down. And then we'll get Gromulus to finish him off, hopefully. Well, not finish him off, but wreck his CT a bit.
All weapons committed.
Oh, that's half a mech already.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Down he goes. It's kind of lying there in the hill with just his feet poking out. What's going on over here?
They've got a sensor lock on me.
Standing by.
Alright, Gromulus, protect the lost tech.
Heading out.
We can't afford to lose any more double heat sinks.
Locking in all weapon systems.
Oh, nice. We did finish it
Mech
all in
destroyed.
one round. That was brutal.
Warning. Enemy sensor lock detected.
A lot of sensor locks. Okay, that seemed to be a sniper turret. That's another sniper turret.
Systems holding.
So next it says, I used to find Victors only good for dueling in the Solaris board game with the weapon delays and enhanced heat concerns. Sounds cool. Well, I mean, they're scary when the enemy has them because they have like the AC-20 and breaching shot. And oh, there we go. It is a Victor right on cue. But for me personally, I think, well, I could fit, you know, better firepower into an Orion, to be honest, than that. And I really like the Orion chassis, and obviously it's only a heavy. It acts a whole initiative phase higher, which is pretty nice.
Good to go.
Right, Rylan, it's time to knock someone else
On it.
into unstable.
Roger.
I think he'll manage to do this in one, maybe. And then we'll just need probably Doyle to topple him over. Oh no, he's braced. He's braced, so nowhere near as much this time. Almost got him unsteady though. Comstar has the most thugs, do they, Sarge? I see. Oh, Catch. He's just cursed, isn't he? Always getting injured. Always. Taking a headshot there. Alright, let's leave him for a second, actually. Move Doyle out here. And we're going to just keep adding stability damage to this guy. He can take a lot because he's braced right now. I'm going to use Gromulus next because those ERPPCs have got extra stability damage on them. So that will help shoot it up a little more. He is at least unsteady now. I'm kind of hoping that using Gromulus here will knock him down. But we'll have to see.
Go.
I'm going precision strike on the CT as well, just to get that worn down a bit. So hopefully when he goes down, I should be able to finish him off with Catch's King Crab. Catch's King Crab. That's got a nice ring to it. Right, so down he goes, and his CT should be open. I think it's open. Guess we'll find out as soon as the game lets me. Yeah, so 67 damage required on that CT. So Catch is going to be a little bit upset after taking a pilot injury, but we'll give him a chance to get his revenge here. With a full alpha on that CT. Did the job. So that is the Victor dealt with. We've got another mech coming in. Not seen the tonnage of that just yet. Those sniper turrets are annoying. Right, so what are you? 85 tons of fun there. Okay. 95 tonners is of course what I'm looking for, because obviously I want the Night Star, don't I? Right, let's
I'm On my way.
Face up, and I think I'll spot this turret, because I think that's one of the sniper turrets.
Sensors locked
It
up.
is. 'Cause I want to kill this next. That mech's going to come towards us anyway. He might pop into view of his own accord. The turrets are not going to move.
Waiting
I
for
want to
orders.
kill them. Pop Rylan here.
Moving to position. Let's see how you like this.
A brand new wrecking ball. Oof. Nice. Nailed the turret in one there. That's what we like to see.
They've got a lock on me.
Well, every time I see a 95-tonner so far, Sarge, they're all Banshees, aren't they? Apart from that one time we saw the Night Star.
Receiving you.
Ever since then, nothing but damned Banshees. Nobody wants Banshees. Although we've still not found the rare Banshee variant, have we? There's a rare one that's possibly usable, but we haven't seen it.
Standing by. Aye, aye.
Okay, just get lined up and ready for the next sensor lock. And yeah, so that's another. How many
Barely hit,
sniper
Commander.
turrets has this base got? Is it all sniper turrets? Either way, I'm going to sensor lock and smash that turret next because it's irritating me. Let's just pop catch there.
Move into position.
Sensor lock this. That's the S variant, says Sarge. Yeah. Any charges in the mod? Yes, there are charges, Nexus. Definitely. There's at least 2 versions of the charger that are absolute toilet. They're really, really bad. And there's one, maybe 2 others that have got reduced engines that aren't anywhere near as bad because you can actually fit some things in them. I can't remember the designations of them all off the top of my head, but essentially the answer is yes. Oh, here we go. Look, another longbow. I told you we're gonna be all right ignoring those longbow pieces earlier on. We're gonna find it.
I copy.
I can't believe how many missions I did last night to not see a longbow, and then it's just raining longbows today on stream. Unreal. But that is RNG for you. Oh, come on. Oh, that turret has just survived. 1 hit point. 1 goddamned hit point. Well, I'm going to have to finish that turret. Alright, let's switch that off. This is for 0 heat. I'll fire both PPCs, even though it's overkill. It's not going to do me any heat.
Target destroyed.
Charger, a true Steiner Scout mech, says Nexus. Yeah, that's what it was built for scouting, wasn't it? Bit of an insane idea, I think, though. Well, let's make an 80-ton mech for scouting and then give it no armor and no weapons. It's just bad.
Orders.
All kinds of bad. Alright, Gromulus. Let's start work on this longbow. Shall we try for a jammy headshot? Let's try for a jammy headshot. No jammy headshot. And still more sniper turrets. There's no end to them. Okay, Rylan, what should we do? Shall we just smash this guy up? Let's knock him down.
Roger.
Rylan now able to keep up this fire rate even longer. Oops.
That's a kill.
Well, we're not getting a headshot out of this one, are we? We seem to have ignited his CT ammo. Still, that'll do. That's fine. We'll get one more piece of longbow. Right. Let's charge towards the base, and we need to find these last few base turrets. There should be some reinforcements on this, though. This was a 5 skull, I think, wasn't it? So, yeah, we should see some reinforcements. Our Dread says to Sarge, you know a lot about the game. Sarge really does know a lot about the game. Yeah, he's like... Either he's really fast at Googling, or he's got an encyclopedic knowledge of Battletech in his head. I think it's the latter. I think it's in his head, personally. He does pretty well. I've done this in the wrong order. I should have sense locked something, really, shouldn't I? Oh well. In the meantime, let's shoot a building.
Engaging target.
Enemy structure damage, Commander.
Target building destroyed.
Structure down. It's history.
Yeah, thanks, Darius. We don't need the zoom in. Right, catches my sensor lock. So, let's sensor lock this turret here. Which I'm sure is another sniper turret, it is.
Ready for orders. Aye, aye. Firing a full salvo.
Ryland's shiny new Highlander. Oh, has he left it on 1 hit point again? What? You know, I can accept like the last time where it was left on 1 hit point, but twice in a row. Now it's just taking the piss. Come on, game. Alright, we can multi-shot here actually. I should multi-shot. 1 on that. What's that? 100 hit points? Okay. So we'll do it like that. UBB and UBB? And UBA. Yeah. Let's do that.
Got it.
Rare use of multi-shot from me there.
Payday.
Okay.
Go.
Time for another sensor lock on the next turret, I think. Assuming I'm in range. I think I'm in range. Yep, there we go. So we'll rain some more missiles down on that one. And it is another heavy sniper turret. This whole base was all sniper turrets in the end. Unreal.
Position confirmed.
I knew I was getting shot by a lot of AC2s and all of that early on. Come on. 1 hit point. Oh yeah, look, 1 hit point. I feel like the game's trolling me at this point.
Moving to position.
3 times in a row. 3 turrets left on 1 hit point. Right, time for another multi-shot then. Do that.
Multiple enemies locked in.
We got it. Where are the reinforcements though? This was very underwhelming
Bug out. Get to the LZ.
for a 5 skull mission. Is that it? Is that really? Is that it? Is that all you got, game? Oh, come on. That was too easy, unfortunately. So yet again, no Night Star. Sad faces. Do I have time for one more mission? If I'm super quick, I guess. You didn't die, Ryland, that's right. Your first mission as a maxed out pilot and you made it through. You did great. Although you did leave 3 turrets in a row on 1 hit point. I feel like you were messing with me a bit there. Somehow. Right, so all good. Catch taking the customary injury. Seems Catch can't get through a mission without getting injured. Come on, Sarge. We went over the jinxing. When was it? Last session? How many times did I deliberately try to jinx us and we still got through fine? That's a decent LRM-20 that we can afford to take this time, so we'll grab that. What else? Yeah, nothing else I really want. And now I've got a choice between an awesome or a Victor. I'll take the awesome, thank you. Everything was rubbish. Still, we got another piece of longbow. So, what's that? I think that was only our second piece of longbow, wasn't it? But when we get one, I will at least look at what can be built into a longbow. If I like what can be done with it, we might even use one. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We're on to 90 tonners and a 100-ton mech now. So going back down to a longbow might not be the wisest of moves. But we'll at least have a play with one when I do finally complete one. And like, you know, just have a look what I can fit in it, what builds can be done. Because something that I'm tempted to do with... Oh, hold on a minute. Collarbot has followed. Thank you very much, Collarbot. I hope you're not an actual bot, but thank you if you're not. One thing I was thinking of doing with the longbow is upsetting all the lore fans and maybe putting SRMs in it instead of LRMs. Because it's got 8 missile slots. That sounds like I could fit quite a fun amount of SRMs into it. But we'll see. We'll see. I will, of course, look at, you know, building one with LRMs as well. But we'll have a look at what can be done when we finally get one. But we need 2 more pieces yet, so no rush for that. Right, let's go Mech Warriors, see if anyone is ready to join Rylan in the elite club of elites. Where are we at? Catch. Catch is there. He's made it. He's not dead. He is now a maxed out pilot. He's our second maxed out pilot. What about Doyle? No, not ready yet. And Gromulus is a little bit further behind. Sarge is my next highest level guy after that, I think. Yeah, looks like it. And Buzzkill actually not far behind either. But they'll take a while. They've got a way to go up Guts and then the piloting tree. Right, there were no more contracts here, but I'm thinking of taking this travel contract, even though it's only a 3 skull. Because at this level, I can only do maximum 4 skills for Davian. Assassination in the desert, it's an assassination mission, so we might see something rare and cool there, even though it's only a 3 skull. I'm going to do it, so we're going to travel there and do it, because I just want to get my rep up a little bit again, because I don't want to let the Fed Sun's rep drop too low while I'm doing all these missions deliberately against them to try to find a mech that they have, that only they have. So, yeah, we'll see what our assassination target is. But I've not had much luck with the assassination targets. Like, generally speaking, they're not that thrilling when I do them. But there's a chance, basically, of extremely rare stuff showing up when you do those mission types. So we'll see. And as I keep saying, there's still light mechs, there's still medium mechs, and I think possibly even still heavy mechs that we've not seen in this playthrough, because some stuff is just that rare. You know, you've got to play a lot of hours if you want to see everything that's in this mod. So it is worth us doing lower level missions here and there and just having a look, see what's available. Okay, private screening it is. Morale increased by 1. We'll take that. Almost at Flaum. What a weird sounding place that is. Flaum. I am from the Flaum system. Not yet. Let's check the shop first. Nothing good at all. Absolutely nothing. Okay. 15 minutes left. Ugh. I don't think that's going to be enough time. I'm going to end up overrunning the stream if I do this. If I do this mission, unfortunately, I might have to just end it soon, and then do some stuff here next time. So this is a bunch of lower level stuff. We'll maybe do a couple of higher level contracts here next session at the beginning of it, just to get the rep up, and then we'll go back to traveling to higher level things after that. But yeah, I'm not going to do this mission because it is an assassination mission, so it's probably going to be 2 lances of stuff plus an assassination target. That's going to take me more than 15 minutes to get through, which is a shame because I was kind of hoping to squeeze it in, but by the time I've arrived here, it's yeah, not enough time. So what we'll do instead, we'll just have a quick flick through things. Let's have a look. So we're maxed out rep with the Capellans and the Taurians. No surprise with the Taurians. We're doing loads of missions for them against the Federated Suns at the minute. For them, I want to get the rep up a little bit. After we either get sick of hunting for the Night Star or we find a Night Star, I do want to head over to the Marek territory, see if we can find a thug. So I'm sure that will make Sarge happy if we can. We've got to at least see one, and maybe even get a whole one as well. Let's just check pilot XP, because there are some pilots I've got that are gaining XP just when I'm traveling around from the training facilities. So Alto is one of them, and he is ready for another point in guts. So we're going to do that.
Training confirmed, Commander.
What do we got here? No, not ready.
Ready for orders.
We already know you're done. Halcyon, there we go. Halcyon, where are you at? Gonna save up for coolant vent and then maybe get sure footing with Halcyon. So I've got another tanky guy that's also got coolant vent because I love coolant vent.
Commander.
Okay, and who's the other one? Is Shell still benefiting? I don't think she is. I think she's actually no longer. Yeah, she's no longer getting XP. Although actually, I'll just buy a Gunnery 5 because Gunnery 5 is where I tend to leave it as I build up the tactics tree. But now with the changes to the cooled shot bonus being not as good, the cooled shot mastery effect not being as high, it's kind of not as urgent that I get tactics straight away because I'm doing a lot less of that.
Receiving you.
But anyway, we'll see. Okay. So let's just inspect our new toys before we go. So we did manage to complete a whole new Highlander this session, and a King Crab as well. It was pretty successful run today. I was so disappointed when I thought, I was trying so hard to get as many pieces of that King Crab as possible in the mission, and I was just getting pounded by the LRMs, and I had to just kill it in the end. I thought, one piece, we're not finishing a King Crab. And then to realise, I already had 3 pieces, so I actually can finish it. That was awesome. So pleased with that. So that's fun. Gonna have a nice new addition to our main lance with that. And then obviously we've still got the PPC snipers with the other 2 Highlanders. Disappointment that we lost a double heatsink today, but yeah, F's in chat for the double heatsink. And then we've got this brand new wrecking ball for Rylan. He's had quite a few wrecking balls in his career. This is his best yet. This Highlander absolutely crammed full of missiles and tons of ammo, plenty of heat efficiency. He's going to be having a lot of fun going nuts with this thing, isn't he? And you've already seen it's doing a lot of stability damage. There is a little bit of an improvement I can make to it because this one here is just stability damage, so I could upgrade that to a 50% crit plus 2 stability damage. So when we finally find one of those, we'll do that. But in the meantime, that will do. We're getting maximum stability damage out of what we have. So when we do those lower level missions, I'm thinking we'll wheel out some of the smaller stuff again. Probably just go for the heavies, try to play it safe. rather than just go straight for the mediums. Although I did get around to changing this Centurion. So I've got a Centurion that's an LRM boat, so it's 2 LRM 15s, which is pretty respectable for a medium mech. We've got the laser boat Hunchback 4P, we've got the AC-20 4G, and then we've got the SRM medium laser Centurion as well. So my medium laser is actually pretty respectable. I might take them out for maybe one of the missions. Aside from that, we're doing pretty well. We're doing pretty well. We've got plenty of backup mechs. In fact, I've got a whole lance of backup assault mechs. Probably afford to send one of those, one of these stalkers into storage, couldn't I? Yeah. Well, we'll keep them out for now. But yeah, so plenty of stuff to be playing with. But also, really want to get a damn Night Star. Or an Annihilator. If we could see an Annihilator 1A, that would be great as well. They're super slow, but you can fit a lot of guns in them. I'd love to show you guys what can be done with an Annihilator. But yeah, so for now, I think we'll leave it there. So don't forget, I am back later. So in about 2 hours' time, I'll be back with my Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2 Imperial campaign. Still really enjoying that. So tune in for some of that if you want to see what it's about and see me micromanaging a load of spaceships and screaming. It's great fun. And of course, I will be back at the usual time tomorrow as well for more Battletech Extended 3025 mod. If you're not already playing this, if you haven't already downloaded it, I strongly recommend you give it a try if you're interested in something that feels like a true expansion to the vanilla game. If that floats your boat, then this is really a great mod for you. And yeah, I can't endorse it any more than I already have. I think it's great. I'm having loads of fun with it. And if you're already playing it, I hope you're having fun. I'm always interested to know what you get in your starting Lancers. So perhaps if you're watching this on YouTube, leave me some comments on the video. Let me know what your starting Lance ends up being when you're trying this mod for yourself, because it can be good, it can be quite bad. It's interesting to know what people get. So yeah, let me know. So of course, don't forget, if you are watching this on YouTube as well, please give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down depending on what you thought. That helps me out, helps me know what you like, what you're responding to, and sub to the channel for more content like this. Thanks again to everyone that's followed me. Thank you very much, Ryland, for the bits as well today. That's really awesome of you, mate. And all the new subs I've got recently, can't thank you guys enough. And that's me out for now, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again.